Whoops, wrong one. My bad. Oops, forgot to open up chat and close it back down. Let me do that. There's a lot I haven't done. I haven't posted. I haven't. Well, you get the idea. Hi, sorry your howdy will once again be lost to time, but that's okay. I saw it anyway. And that is what counts. Let me post really quick. Nah, I'm sorry. It's every time I have to open it back up. I don't know why it does it. It pisses me off every single time. Because I have it open automatically with all the buttons and shit that I have. And maybe if I reset the buttons, it would work better, but. Uh, I think I've tried to reset Chat Arena in particular, and it didn't work. It still makes me open it back up to get it to read on OBS, which is really fucking annoying. Hold on. We battle. Okay. One. I won't bother posting on Instagram. I hate posting on Instagram. I'm an Instagram and Tumblr hater. I am on both platforms. I don't care for either one. They both suck shit. Well, they both have their purposes. It really depends. Twitter is my ride or die, though. I love her no matter the circumstance. Mainly because maybe because I don't feel as much pressure on here. Like, I know the algorithm isn't gonna do me any favors, and I'm like, alright, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Do whatever you've gotta do. It's time for everyone's favorite game! Yeah, so true, and it's the last time we'll play. This is the last day we can get $11 worth out of this game. So we've gotta suck it out, cause goddamn, it's not doing itself any favors. Anyway, hi Kat, how are you? And we will art fight later. Okay, success. I have posted. Fuck off. No one cares. Snaz can go. It always could have. Okay. Almost opened Yakuza 0. That would have been fun for me and no one else. So, or maybe everyone else. Maybe. Okay. Anyway. Well, I'll wait for it to open before I swap because it has to be the monitor button instead of the the other thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Right? Oh man. Hope everyone's 4th of July went well yesterday. No one died for us, which is good. Okay, here. Hi, Gat. Hope you're having a good 4th and a good workaholics day. Somehow nobody died. Yeah. They could have. The audio. Don't look at anything. Don't look at anything. I know, right? Trying to read too many books this month. Ooh. Well, I hope. Hey, did you look at things? You're not supposed to. Stop. Anyway, I hope the books you have chosen treat you well, even if you are trying to read too many. Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I finished a book. Was it today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I finished a book yesterday. And now I've started a new book. Because I'm really good at reading! I am really bad at being on Goodreads. Just because it's another fucking social media-esque platform and I don't want to be there. I'm tired of posting. I'm sick to death of it. I finished a book called Kingdom Coming: The Rise of Christian Nationalism. It's a little dated because it came out in 2006. And then I started reading Lies Across America, which I then put down because I didn't really like how it was going. But that one's about, it's like debunking like myths and shit at like national monuments and historical sites. And then I think it also proposes some suggestions for historical sites that should be added. I put that down. I didn't like the way it was going. I think it was going to be too travel coded, and he said that you could read it non-linearly in the introduction, and I was like, no thank you. So now I'm reading Gunfight instead, which is about it's like a memoir from the perspective of a guy who worked in the gun industry and didn't like it, so he stopped. So I've only gotten through like the first chapter or like the introduction on that one, but it's looking interesting. So we'll see how it goes. And then of course in the background I have been reading the Maximum Ride series, which has been going very badly. I'm happy to report. But that's what it's for, so it's fine. Okay, Kat, I don't think you were here last time, but Waltz has killed people. And that was his problem arc, I guess. Like that was his issue. Just to update you on where we're at. He killed people. Like we were uncovering his past when he worked for Wagon's mom. So yeah, we have also already had sex with him, so you don't need to worry about it. We got you. We didn't have sex with Fritz, by the way. I don't think you were there for that either. No Fritz sex. Oh, no, like recently. No. I wish, though. Maybe it would be more fucking interesting that way. But anyway. The moon has risen by the time I step outside. Just as Claude said, I find Waltz and his students in the nearby clearing. Damn, I missed it. I know. Damn shame. Oh, shit. So, do you want to try it again, or shall we take a break for the night? The children all let out a collective sigh. I feel so tired. I bet I'm gonna fall asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow. I'm so tired, I think I'll fall asleep right here. Waltz laughs. I told you before not to strain yourselves. Magic takes a huge toll on the body. That it does. You should be careful not to overwork yourself, Mr. Magician. Waltz startles when I push through the trees. It's the Queen! Her Majesty is here. Hello, everyone. I see you're hard at work. Love you, nondescript children. So true. I walk over to Waltz and kiss his cheek. The children mumble, hiding smiles and giggles behind their hands. I didn't think you'd be able to make it. I thought I would surprise you. I hold up the bag, which Waltz eyes with curiosity. What's inside? I pull out the box of chocolates. I thought I would buy something for all of the hardworking witches here. Is that... chocolate! The children scramble toward me excitedly, thanking me in turn as I give them each a piece of chocolate. Thank you, Your Majesty. We're blessed to have a queen as kind and beautiful as you. Waltz beams at me. We are, aren't we? And the queen can use magic too, just like us. She's very talented. You over-exaggerate. Waltz leans forward and whispers, You need to stop being so humble. You're the Tenebron bearer. I know, but still. Waltz's eyes fall again on the bag. Is there a treat in there for me too? There is, actually. He actually looks taken aback. There is? I laugh. Yes, it's something for you. His eyes light up. Do I get to see it now? Sorry, how was that spelled? How was what spelled? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Sorry, Kat. Love you. I think I read that. It's an after-lesson trait, I'm afraid. You're just in time, then. We were just wrapping up things here. Your Majesty! Oh, hey, it's the, kid who, wants to be a doctor like Rumple. One of the young witches bound forward. Can you show us your magic? Another child nods excitedly. I want to see Her Majesty's magic, too. The thought of using my magic, even just in front of children, makes me feel suddenly embarrassed. I rarely flaunt my magic. Unless it's Claude's arc, in which case it's anyone's guess. I do not think I am bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I do not possess the creativity Waltz does. Over-exaggerate. Oh. We are too far gone. I'll check the vibe. Okay, cool. Walt snaps his fingers. What if the princess gave us a preview for the lesson we're going to learn next time? The one you're all so excited about. Barriers! Oh my god. He's like, I taught you shields so well, let's go ahead and do a shield. It's our favorite. Barriers we can use to be heroes. Barriers. They were the very first magic I learned from Waltz. I was impatient then, I remember. All I wanted to learn was how to use offensive spells. Waltz, you know I'm not a teacher. You don't need to be. All I'm asking is for a demonstration. Demonstration? Waltz nods, a soft smile on his face. I'm going to use an attack, and you could show the we do not need to be doing all that for demonstration, but sure, whatever. And you could show the children which barrier they should use to defend against it. I guess they spelled it right. They just put it all in one word. Oh. I think I've only ever seen it spelled that way. So you want me to assess the situation and cast the right barrier? Exactly. I glance at the children who look at me hopefully. All right, I suppose I could use your help with your... I suppose I could help you with your demonstration. That's my little star. Waltz blows me a kiss as he puts distance between us. I set my bag down by a nearby tree and move to stand before him. Can you put the children behind his shoulders? No, they... I don't like how it's going. Well, nothing ever fucking happens in Evermore since it was $11, so I wouldn't be too concerned. All right, let's begin, shall we? Because this is just a preview for an upcoming lesson, Walt skims over the details. He explains that there are two types of barriers, one that shields and one that deflects. Powerful spells cannot be deflected while weak spells can. Listening to him makes me feel nostalgic. Waltz turns to me after the explanation. Alright, the queen and I are going to put on a very small mock battle. She's going to use the right barrier to block my spell, and then I'll tell you why she used it. Deflects? Is that what it said? Where's it gonna go? I guess back to them. Never mind. It was your type at this time. Sound good? The young witches shout their agreement. All right then. Actually, fuck. I have to. I just got off. That's okay, cat. Very sorry. Love you so much. Okay, let me get out my. Ew. Why are you that size? Stop that. Okay, we are on chapter 4 still. Okay. Waltz begins to gather energy for a spell. I can tell by his relaxed posture and breathing that it is not a spell that requires great concentration. So I must use a deflector. I gather the magic quickly at my fingertips and bring my deflector to life just as Waltz shoots his magic toward me. The sparkling energy reflects off the shield and bounces back toward him. Waltz immediately dodges and the energy sweeps over the grass harmlessly. The children clap as Waltz takes a bow. And there you have it. Now, can anyone tell me what sort of barrier the queen used? A deflector because the magic came back? That's right, it was a weak spell, so the queen could send my magic back at me. Waltz shakes his head. Oh, he's so ugly from the side. Stop turning around, please. The children are safe. For now! If at some point they're gonna die of like diabetes because we keep giving them treats. This is the second time we've given random kids treats. But remember, don't ever use deflectors unless you need to surprise your enemy to escape. Reflecting someone's magic back at them is dangerous. A barrier, even a small one, that ends up cracking is much safer for everyone. The children nod and mumble amongst each other. Waltz looks up. Then why did you fucking bother telling everybody about the deflector one? Hi, Drilla! How are you? Hope you're good. Waltz looks up at me, his eyes creased in a smile. You were perfect. Thanks, Wagon. Of course. Waltz dismisses the children shortly after our demonstration. They bow and give their thanks as they leave the forest. I'm glad you got to meet them all tonight, Wagon. They ask about you all the time. I know you're busy, but I'd love if you came to these lessons when you had the spare time. You'd make a great assistant. He pauses, then shakes his head. No, I think I'd like to take a break and be your assistant for a change. You are a far better teacher than I. I'm pretty good. Happy to report that the 4th of July is fucking over. So hopefully the fireworks should only last like 3-4 more days. Maybe if we're lucky, everyone will be fucking quiet after this. We're not gonna welcome them back? Nope, they should be fine. Where we are right now is like right behind the tavern, so they should be fine. Waltz raises an eyebrow. That's not true. You were an excellent teacher growing up. He steps toward me, closing the distance between us. You taught me how to make puppets for my shows and how to perform them for an audience. But you were just performing for me back then. It is not the same thing as performing for an audience. Waltz reaches out to tuck a stray lock of hair behind my ear. It doesn't matter. You taught me how to captivate, if you say so. Waltz laughs. So true. Little star, you need to stop selling yourself short. The kids love you. You'd make an excellent teacher. When I'm able, I will try to attend your lessons. We would all love that. I glance back at the bag I set by the tree, then up at the moonlight coming through the trees. I think it's dark enough here for what I have planned. Wagon? I told you I had an after-lesson treat. I bring the bag over to Waltz. There's a childish wonder in his eyes. When he looks at me, it warms my heart like nothing else. Waltz has the heart of a child, a heart full of wonder and optimism. There is no one that can bring a smile to my face like he can. That is why, when he proposed to me a year ago, I did not hesitate to say yes. I don't know what we're gonna do now that we're almost married, but whatever. Just finished the book I was reading. What book? Let us know. Tell us all about it. I've always wanted him here by my side. I have always wanted him, blah, blah, blah. All of him for me. Didn't really catch all that, but whatever. I remember the moment we stood here in the same clearing years ago, before facing Mother. Waltz told me darkness made a light grow brighter. He showed me that light. That's so stupid. And now I will show him. Also, we got lucky and it rained last night. It rained that morning. It didn't save us that evening, which was a little unfortunate, but I'm happy it saved you. So in that same light, I will show him what he means to me. Thank you. Little star, you're keeping me in suspense here. We were not saved. In fact, we were almost killed. My mom set up, so normally my, Zoe Ashes, Zoe's teacher, that's so, what a corny ass title, I'm sorry. But my grandpa typically does the lighting, but he has fucking dementia these days. And so my mom was going to start, lighting the fireworks or whatever, but the first firework that she lit, she had laid on the wrong side. So it shot towards us instead, but luckily it wasn't one of the ones that shoots really high in the air. It was like a shower one or whatever. So she burnt the grass really bad. But if it had been like the one she had lit right after, my father would have been killed. But my grandpa's clearly having trouble letting go of the task because he stood right in front of the fucking fireworks pretty much all night, even though he should not have been doing that because my mom was the one lighting them. It's like, Grandpa, you have mere minutes to live. Please back away. The board games were fun. Very true. Really fun books about a working class person who inherits a billionaire's empire in a near... Ooh. Rich person party city. I love working class people. Slay. Working class people deserve to win every once in a while, I think. Anyway, I smile. And then I snap my fingers. Oh, boo. Little balls of light spring to life. In the darkness, they look like hovering fireflies. Walt's eyes glimmer in that light as he looks in wonder. Whatever. Well, this is a familiar spell. It is not the only thing that is familiar. I reach into my bag and take out the gift I've prepared. His eyes widen when he sees it. The fuck is that? Oh. Is that Neverland? I slide an intricate key out from my pocket. It is the only key that can open the box. Tinkerbell. I hand both the key and the box to Waltz. Open it. Basically Vegas, but too dangerous for the government to impose laws. That's crazy. Love you, Vegas! Once upon a time, this box... That was fucking stupid. This box held Waltz's magic in it. Now I like to think it holds his future. Waltz carefully takes the box and key from me. His eyes look misty, like he is holding back tears. This box... Shut the fuck up. Has so much history. It does, and our role in its story is... In our story is not yet done. It could have been. My heart flutters as Waltz slides the key into the box. I have never been as nervous as I am now watching him. The box opens with a soft click, revealing the gift Rod has been holding for me. The thing I have been trying to keep a secret from Waltz, and also us, the audience. Waltz stares in shock at the ring that lays inside. Wagon, that... 1 year ago, you proposed to me, Waltz Cresswell. You slid a ring onto my finger and promised me you would be by my side forever. In the months that passed, I kept pushing off the wedding date. I told you I was not ready for the future because I have to figure out the present first. But what you said a few days ago made me realize that we cannot overthink things. In order to change the present, we must work toward the future. Days ago, I told you I never wanted you to keep me in the dark. We both agreed to walk together toward the future hand in hand. Now I want to show you I meant everything I said with this ring. You bought me one. It's only fair we seal the deal with two. Show the wedding. I have planned for it to be the day before the anniversary celebration. Wagon. Waltz's voice is uncharacteristically strained. I can see now that there are tears in his eyes. I wait with anticipation for him to say something. Instead, he leans forward and, without preamble, oh my god, presses his lips to mine. Whoa, it's very bright in here now, and also very bad! $11! His lips are soft and warm against my own, but resolute. Yes, so glad to hear that. When he kisses me, it feels like I am home. It feels like I have found my way to the light at the end of a dark path. Kissing Waltz feels like... Kissing Waltz is like basking in sunshine. When I throw my arms around his neck and deepen our kiss, I feel as if half of me has clicked into place. My shadow, which had watched over me from a distance for all these years, is here to stay. Where are his arms? Not there. Not allowed. So I reread Blood Meridian, but that's not as fun. Sorry to hear it wasn't as fun, Trilla. With Waltz, I feel as if I can face anything, even though uncertainty is the future. As his tongue Whoa! You are not allowed to mention tongue during this. That's crazy, dude. Over my lips, I let myself lose myself in the kiss. Oh, to myself, almost directly next to each other. That sentence was a nightmare. In this moment, there's nothing but the two of us. Waltz takes an abrupt step backward and catches me in a hug when I fall into him. We both tumble to the ground, laughing. Okay, what the hell is supposed to happen, though? This is chapter 4. What the fuck? Whatever. That's fine. No, that's fine. Is that answer enough for you, little star? He kisses me softly on the cheek, then on my jawline. Stop. Beneath my ear. Each kiss makes warmth blossom beneath my skin and heat pool in my stomach. Girl, you can't get horny right now. Stop. Big up, Waltz. No. Put him away. I suppose so. I would have waited forever for you to set that date, but... He wraps his arms around me and kisses my forehead. I can't put into words how happy it makes me that you ask me now like this. He holds up his hand and a thrill goes through me at the sight of the ring on his finger. I will treasure this always. And I will treasure you always. Waltz kisses me again, another soft, sweet kiss on the lips. Thank you, little star. I love you with all my heart. Me too, Waltz. Say that shit. Yes, don't say I love you back. That's crazy. The two of us lay there in each other's arms, gazing up at the stars between the canopies. Some time passes before reality starts to sink in. The Brigantian princes are still in the tavern, and everyone in the palace is probably worried for me. I sit up and pat down my hair with a grumble. Time to get going? Everyone is going to insist I start bringing knights with me at this rate. Waltz takes my offered hand with a smile and rises. Let's head back to the Marchin then. Hi, Marchin! Missed her! Everyone is exactly where I've left them when I return. Delora looks almost relieved when we reappear. Finally, it took you too long enough. There's like only so long we can sit here entertaining a spoiled prince before he gets on our last nerve. Excuse me for boring you with my stories. Not everyone likes the chameleon stories, Karma. Waltz suddenly looks intrigued. Girl, where have you been? You like chameleons, Claude? Ugh. I do. Do you like them? Are they flirting right now? We are getting married tomorrow, you guys! Please don't encourage him, Waltz. Cinna glances at me as the three of them talk about chameleons, whatever those are. What? Are you... Oh. Dude, this game is so bad. I love paying $11. Yes! Yes! Reel it in, buddy. He can't help himself. Whatever those are. Dolores said you, had something you wanted to ask me earlier? Oh, right, the anniversary speech. I bring up my proposal to Cinna, who, as Dolores predicted, is agitated I did not bring it up sooner. I'm, offended you didn't invite me to do a speech last year. I barely knew you last year. The fairy crosses his arms and looks moodily across the table. I, appreciate you asking, I suppose. I'll make time to give a speech. Thank you, Cinna. Cinna just responds with a shrug. His eyes flit to Waltz, who is still speaking animatedly with Claude about chameleons. Oh my god, they're flirting right in front of us. I, see you gave him your ring. Ugh! How did you... Girl. It's on his finger. Don't, underestimate how perceptive I am. He looks at Waltz, thoughtful. Then he does a strange thing. He smiles. I'm happy for you both. Thank you. This has always been my greatest wish. It is wonderful to see it fulfilled. Girl, he asked you, a year ago. What the fuck are you talking about? Cinna crosses his arms, looking thoughtful. Claude, you're not interested in it. I am interested in a third, because then it's Claude and Waltz, my two favorite characters. I could go for a third. I mean, hey. Who am I to say no? Especially because we treat him so fucking bad if he's not in a relationship with us, so he may as well be in a relationship with us. So then he's treated better. A wish, huh? Did you, know fairies can grant wishes? You can? Cinna nods. The rules have, changed since the Great War, but every fairy can grant one wish. I've always thought wishes were, totally foolish. Why would humans wish for something they can accomplish on their own? Achieving something by your own merits is always way more satisfying. That is very true. I hope we stop talking to him soon. What are you two discussing over there? Nothing important. Now, are you going to escort the princess back to the palace, or... Yes, Claude. Prince Lance, let's go. Let us go. We are on our way out when Dolores calls my name. No! Please stop talking to me. No, that's fine. Happy she's here. Wagon, congratulations. For what? You didn't think I wouldn't notice the ring on Waltz's finger? I hope you plan on inviting us to the wedding. How could I not? You were the one who insisted we put ourselves first for a change. Dolores grins. I'm always here to remind you of the important things. You and Cinna both. Who knew watching over two bears would be so difficult? Stop speaking to me! You act as if you're my mother! Dolores snorts. Just remember you said that, not me. Cinna doesn't say anything to that, just whirls on his heels and stomps away. Kids, I shake my head, smiling. Thank you, Dolores, for everything. Thank you for all your hard work. In the end, you turned out to be a pretty good Tenebron bearer, and you turned out to be a pretty good mentor. I will never get tired of hearing those compliments from you. Dolores smiles at me gently. Good night, Wagon. Good night, Dolores. Never speak to me again, please. That'd be really cool. I leave the tavern that night with a heart so light it feels like it could take off flying at any moment. Chapter 5! That's what we like to fucking see. Oh, hell yeah. We are moving the fuck on. Oh, we're doing the wedding right now. But why? We have 3 choices to make. What the hell? Dude, this one's paced very weirdly. Whatever. We are here on this day to unite 2 kindred souls. The minister's words ring loud and clear in the calm silence. His voice is an anchor, rooting me in this surreal moment I have dreamed of for months. I wonder, as Waltz as nervous as I am, the minister claps his book shut. Before I proclaim you joined by marriage, thou must seal this pact with a kiss. I step toward the altar and hold out my hands. Waltz reaches for mine at the same time. Oh no! Ew! Who made this? Who? My God! Who hurt him? Oh emojis! Dude! I paid $11 for the fucking ugliest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. That's crazy. That is not Waltz. You're absolutely correct. Just because this man is still Catholic, has the cross earrings on, doesn't mean he's Waltz, okay? This is a completely new guy. At least he looks better from the side, but like, it's just because he's proportioned properly. I'm gonna lose it. Anyway, time seems to stop when I'm standing before him. I forget entirely about the small audience we have and focus entirely on Waltz. His smile is so bright it makes my heart hitch. Hey, little star. Hello, Waltz. It's hard to believe we're finally here. You think so? I knew it was only a matter of time. The past, the present, everything has led to this moment, and this is only the beginning. Was a Catholic in my heart. Catholicism isn't real. In this, maybe. There's a lot of religious implications. The minister. It's complex. Anyway, I divert my gaze briefly, embarrassed. You really think I'd be a good mother? You will be a good mother. You excel at everything you do. I feel I am only able to do my best because you are by my side. Likewise, little star. I love you, Waltz. I love you too, Reckon. We seal our declaration with a kiss. I barely hear the roaring applause of the audience. In this moment, all I hear is Waltz's promise echoing in my heart. I love you. This is, I know, the truest love I will ever feel. I hold on to this moment for as long as I can, knowing I will remember it for the rest of my life. And now you'd think the game would be fucking over, but it's not. We keep going, because we have 2 more chapters left. We've got this one, which we still have 3 choices to make, and then chapter 6, which we don't have any choices to make, but there's like the wrapping up stuff that we do. Chapter 6 should have been the wedding. I don't understand. Whatever, it's fine. My mind is fuzzy when I wake up the next day. Last night's celebration was exhausting, wonderful but physically draining. The last thing I remember is nearly falling asleep in the garden, and Waltz carrying me to bed before anyone noticed. More chapters! Isn't that fucking crazy? Why? Waltz? I turned to see him lying beside me, twirling a strand of my hair around his finger. I don't think they're gonna have him lay in bed with us, but just in case. I would scroll away. Okay, just kidding. He just did a zoom in, so you're safe. Good morning, little star. How long have you been up? Just a few minutes. He smiles. You were talking in your sleep. Oh! And you didn't bother to wake me up? I would have, but it sounded like you were having such an interesting conversation with Dream Me. Dream you? I bolt out of bed horrified. You're teasing me. Waltz props himself up on his elbow and arches an eyebrow. Am I? If you will not tell me what I said, then I will assume you're lying. Well, it sounded like the 2 of us were in the bed, and you... Never mind, I've decided I'm not interested. Waltz laughs when I throw a pillow at him. Aren't you all supposed to be married now? Quit bitching. What a wonderful way to start our married life. Yes, how very regal of us, the king and queen of Angel, to be throwing pillows at each other in the morning. Waltz looks at me wide-eyed. I only realize why belatedly. What? You married a queen. It's only a matter of time until your crowning ceremony. You've been studying for this for months, remember? Waltz falls back on the bed, arm over his eyes. He laughs a little breathlessly. Me, the king of Angel? Who would have ever thought? I think you will look excellent in a crown. Turn back around. I settle myself on the edge of the bed. Waltz sits up and runs a hand through his hair. You weren't the only one having dreams last night. Oh, what were you dreaming of? The past. He looks at me questioningly, as if asking for permission to speak. Oh my god, sad music! Brother, we just got married! We can't be doing this! I fold my hands on my lap and look at him expectantly. It was a dream, but it was also a memory. Myth was in it, he sighs. When we were both taken on as apprentices to Hildur, she used to pit us against each other. It was how she trained us. Myth is the witch I used to know as Mithros. He was one of my father's closest advisors and a traitor. I do not remember him growing up. Waltz tells me that is because Mother kept Myth close. Few knew of his existence because he was kept close within the palace walls. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder what would have happened if if I had been able to befriend him, would I have been able to save him from Mother? In the dream, memory, I burned Myth's hand. Waltz pinches the bridge of his nose. I remember I felt terrible about it. Witches can't heal, but that's fucking stupid. But I tried to convince him to let me help him treat the wound. He refused, and then Hilda came in and... She told him he deserved it, didn't she? Waltz nods. She said it was his punishment for being weak. Worse, she praised me for landing a hit on him. Mother used to say similar things to me. She believed only the strong had the right to survive. I felt awful about it. That night I came to your room. It was all I could do to keep from crying. I don't think you noticed, but you were awfully perceptive. You noticed how quiet I was, and then you grabbed my hands and asked me if I wanted to help you make a puppet. You remembered that in a dream? I'm not surprised. That moment was very important to me, you know. It was the first time I felt like you'd let me into your heart. I slide close enough to lean into him. When was it that you started letting me into your heart? That was bad. That's fine. Waltz wraps an arm around my shoulder and kisses the top of my head. You wiggled your way into my heart the first time I met you. You were that bright, little star. He sighs softly into my hair. Ew. I can't help but think about my students when I think of Myth. He was a great student with so much potential, but Hilda was ruthless. She didn't know how to teach empathy. I wish I could have saved him from before he became so corrupted. Okay, you can make a difference now. I wish Myth was still alive so that was possible. I shake my head. You said it yourself. You think about Myth every time you teach. You teach because you want those witches to have the education you both never did, right? Why are you looking at me like that? Waltz smiles. You know me better than I know myself, Wagon. You're right, as always. I can't do anything to change the past. Then why are we still fucking talking about it? But I can make sure my students have a proper education. And that they learn to love magic as it should be loved, as a means to protect and assist others, not to destroy things. If anyone can teach them that, it's you, Waltz. I have faith that our future, will be a bright one. Especially now that we're married. Waltz grins when I blush. I thought it never mattered to you that we weren't married. It didn't, but now that we are, I fully intend on gushing about you as my wife to everyone I know. I elbow him in the side. Please don't. I look up, my gaze snagging on the clock. Ah! We are extremely late for breakfast. Why did none of the servants call for me? Well, we had a big day yesterday, and have the anniversary today. Everyone probably thought it would be good to let you rest while you could. Oh right, the anniversary. I eye him suspiciously. I hope you did not plan any grand event for today. Nothing like that, but I'm still convinced you're going to love it. Waltz stands up and holds out a hand. Shall we head out? Yes. Waltz and I walk out to the dining hall hand in hand. No one speak to me but Waltz, please. When we arrive, the usual group is already there, along with our two guests. Son of a bitch! Oh yeah, I gotta go wake up those newlyweds. Yeah. I wonder what they're doing in there. Good morning, newlyweds. Good morning, Your Majesty. Prince Lance looks at Waltz, a consternated look on his face. Watch this fine. Good morning, Lord Waltz. Claude sighs. You're as stiff as always, Llama. And you're far too colloquial, Karma. Dude, he hasn't... The three of us weren't royalty for a very fucking long time. So, shut the fuck up. I take my seat at the table. You weren't here during the first game, okay? I remember. I was there when it happened. For free. I take my seat at the table and glance at Ophelia, who sits in front of me. I was gonna go I was gonna take the chance. That's so funny. Congratulations again, you two. You were quite the handsome couple yesterday. Yes, you look stunning, Wagon. I'm glad the ceremony wasn't rushed. Rushed? Well, you planned all its mere days before the ceremony was set to happen. You barely had time for a rehearsal. Claude abruptly looks up. About that, I have a complaint. He's so fucking funny. He's like, I object, actually. Karma, please. Quiet, Llama. He froze his eyebrows at me. Were you not going to invite us to your wedding, darling? You had no idea we'd be in Angel when you made that proposal after all. No, I did not. Claude deflates. Truly, I am wounded. I shake my head. This was a ceremony for the two. She's such a bitch to him. Because you know, she invited Rumple. Ugh. Ew. And Fritz, man. And Rod was kind of here by default because he's related to us. But you're disgusting. Blows you up with mind. I just don't get it. Why the game hates Claude. Except for when we're hanging out with Claude. Fritz would still be worse. I agree. Fritz is worse, but the fact that we would go out of our way to, because Fritz, at least he works in the palace, so either he would be, even if he wasn't invited, he could be working, which I could excuse, away from us. Work over there, please. But inviting Rumple on oh my god, that's disgusting. Anyway, this was a ceremony for the two of us. It's true I wanted friends there if they could make it, but the grand ceremony with the nobles in attendance will probably happen next month. Be that as it may, oh, she's such a bitch, what the fuck? I'm so mad. Be that as it may, I'm glad you and Lance were there yesterday, Claude. Claude reflects its smile back at me. I would not be happy with that answer. Me too, your majesty. Please expect an extravagant gift from Brigantia on the day of your second ceremony. Please, also consider this a warning, your majesty. My brother's gifts are known to be overwhelming. This does not surprise me in the slightest. Rod coughs. Are you going to eat? Your breakfast is getting cold, and we're waiting for you to finish before we drink tea. Okay, damn bitch. Waltz lifts his glass with a bright smile. Ew. Dude, they just couldn't think of anything else. They were like, we already did all the cutesy romance stuff. Let's just throw in more bullshit to fucking do. For no fucking reason. God damn it, I hate this game. I hate there's 11 doors. Anyway. To late morning breakfasts with friends. It is ridiculous, and yet everyone raises a glass to toast him. I'm not gonna make it. I fucking hate toasting. It boils my blood. To the queen and future king of Angel. May your future always be bright. Sorry if you told Claude you were getting married. I agree. He would. He would have been there. But she probably would have been like, oh, Claude's not gonna be able to make it, so let's not even bother inviting him. Fuck you! His ass wants to be your third so bad. He would come over immediately. As Waltz and I turn to our food, the conversation everyone had been having around the table before Waltz and I return resumes. There's really no reason for you to want to host me. Of course there is. We enjoy having guests. It's true. We love having Princess Emmeline. You should come with her this time. What are y'all talking about? Before you arrived, I invited Rod to stay in Brigantia. We host Princess Emmeline all the time, after all. I think Rod would like it there as well. Brigantia has a vibrant nighttime scene! Or so we fucking heard. There's always a lot of dancing and singing! So you're inviting me to what? Dance and sing? Claude laughs. Only if you want to. Put on a red horse and a snow to get to the wedding? Yeah. Because he's chill like that. He's a good fucking loyal friend. But the game seems to forget that. I remember. It will be a good time, Rod. You should come. You're always talking about exploring new hobbies and passions. Maybe Brigantia is where you'll find them. You would even get away from studying for a while. Rod crosses his arms. Fine, I'll go. It's settled then. We'll focus on arrangements after today's festivities. The animated conversation carries into our tea time. As much as I want to stay and hear the details, I have other things I must do today before my speech. Excuse me, everyone. I have a few errands I need to run. Are you sure you don't need any help? I set a hand on Waltz's shoulder as I rise. No, I would much rather you enjoy yourself here. You can catch up on everything tomorrow. If you're certain. I lean forward and whisper. One of us, at least, should be a gracious host. Good point. Maybe I'll try performing some magic tricks. You're still very much a child, aren't you? Waltz smiles sweetly at Claude. No need to get so worked up about my magic. At ease, small one. Claude's responding glare is so immediate it makes me laugh. I shall see you all later. I finish up the last of my tea before heading to the throne room, where I need to do some errands. I spend an hour in the throne room speaking with various witch and fairy representatives I am interviewing for positions on my new council. No, y'all just got married, fuck them, we're running against together. I know. Like, I don't... And you're the king now, so, like, I feel like... Everyone can have breakfast at their own pace. I guess I don't understand royalty shit, but, like, whatever. I meant that what I said to Delora the other day. I want to expand my council so that it includes not just human voices, but fairies and witches as well. So far, all of the applicants have been extremely qualified, which makes the selection process more difficult as I am only accepting 8 new seats. I pinch the bridge of my nose as the most recent applicant leaves the throne room. Well, that was the last applicant.
Is there like a reason you decided to interview them today before a big festival?
You've gone from being overwhelmed to suddenly doing everything at once. I had a burst of inspiration after speaking with Cinna. I called both Delora and Cinna here today to help me speak with the candidates. Delora has been my teacher for years, and Cinna is not only the Lucius bearer, but the one who inspired this idea in the first place. It makes sense to have them both here.
Understandable.
Of course you would say that. Still, do remember not to overwork yourself, Your Majesty. Do not worry, after all of this is done, Waltz and I plan on taking a much-needed vacation. A honeymoon. Happy for you guys.
Speaking of Waltz, it's like rare to see you conducting this sort of business without him.
Waltz has been by my side this entire time, but my duties are still my own. I thought it would be best to start this process without Waltz and catch him up on things later. No, this actually feels like really important, and I feel like his input probably would have been really great to have. In regards to this, considering he's a witch as well, but whatever. Fuck you. I hope you still aren't trying to prove yourself a worthy Tenebrum bearer by taking too much work on for yourself. No, I'm simply striving to be better. I will let my actions speak for themselves. Delora crosses her arms. Spoken like a true witch queen. The title startles me. Witch queen? Well, if you think about it, that's what you are, isn't it?
Never mind the fact that you're like a halfling.
Details. Waltz is gonna be a king soon. Exactly. Like, Witch queen, like my mother. Titles are just that, titles. We inject new meaning into them all the time. I wonder if I could accomplish such a thing with that title. Anyway, since that was the last applicant for today, I assume you want us to excuse ourselves so you can make preparations for your speech? The speech is in about 1 hour. I wonder if I have time to do that other thing that has been on my mind. Yes, we're done for the day. Thank you for both assisting me. It's been an honor, Miss Tenebrum bearer. Cinna shrugs.
It's like my duty to help you keep things balanced. That's the only reason I'm here.
You can admit you look up to Wagon. I think she'd appreciate hearing it from you. Amazingly, Cinna doesn't say anything to that, which means, thank you, Cinna. I look up to you too. Goodbye! Cinna turns on his heels and walks away. Delora flashes me one last grin before trailing him out of the room. After they leave, I am alone in the room with just a handful of knights. Sitting here in this quiet, atop this throne, the weight of everything to come suddenly crashes down on my shoulders again. Wagon, if you have 1 hour, maybe, but she's kind of stupid, so. But I will no longer be cowed. I'm looking forward to facing these challenges with Waltz. Oh, hey, night guy. What's up? I stand and wave one of the knights over. Are Lady Jurian and Sir Garland preoccupied right now? Love them. They've never done anything wrong in their lives. The commander and Sir Garland are organizing security around town. I wouldn't want to bother them. Your Majesty, if I may speak freely. Of course. Sir Fitzgerald. No! No, please don't make me fucking talk to Sir Fitzgerald. You may no longer speak freely. I am blowing you up instead. Sorry. Fucking. Oh god, this is the worst. I have to kill myself now. Sir Fitzgerald has been looking for you all morning. He's on break, but I think he's waiting outside to speak to you. Perfect. I would rather do this next thing with someone who will not ask too many questions. Oh, no! We're gonna take him out with us? You've got to be shitting me, man. I fucking hate it. Then I will not make him wait. Thank you for letting me know. I dismiss the knight and head for the exit. Boo! 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 The minute I step outside, Fritz suddenly appears before me. Oh shit. I was so excited to not have to talk to him again. I've emotionally forgotten his voice. Your Majesty! Got it. Fritz bows low before me. The promotion Jurian gave me. I had to come and thank you in person. Fritz jump scare. He loves being here. My favorite character. Oh right, I was wondering when Jurian would tell him about the promotion. You do not need to thank me for something you earned, Fritz. But I do! It was your belief in me that allowed me to stay here. I will forever be grateful you gave me another chance to prove myself. What happened 2 years ago was not your fault, Fritz. Still nothing. But if you would like to thank me, perhaps you could do me a favor. Anything! Accompany me to the dungeons. But why? I need to visit a prisoner. The witch you just recently tried in court? The one who was guilty? A pang goes through my heart at his words. It is true. We managed to get the arsonist to confess. He did so without any guilt. He said he would rather rot in the dungeons than have to serve a queen he did not believe in. Yes, that witch. May I ask why? You shall see when we get there. I gesture for Fritz to follow after me, and the two of us make our way to the dungeons. Huh? The dungeons are cold and dreary as always. I force a neutral expression onto my face as I approach the witch's cell. I find him sitting cross-legged on the ground, staring up at the ceiling. What do you want, soft heart? He angles his head to look at me with disdain. You do not get to speak to Her Majesty like that. It is okay, Fritz. I approach the bars. I did not get to bring this up in court because it had nothing to do with the proceedings, but I wanted to let you know I am adding witches to my council. The witch stares at me, baffled. Why would you tell me this? Is this some kind of trick? No trick, just the truth. Soft heart was so bad. Why did he fucking say that? Shut the fuck up. You said I am not like my mother. You are right. My mother lied and manipulated others. She saw things in black and white, good and bad, but we are all more complicated than that. My mother only took the council of witches that kneeled before her. She ruled through fear. That was also wrong. So I'm doing things differently, my way. I thought I ought to let you know. I don't really give a shit about this guy, but sure, let's do whatever. Since you were so concerned with my lack of effort. The witch leans back against the wall with a sigh. It's no use. Humans will always be afraid of things they don't understand. They will always fear those who have more power than them. This ideal peace you speak of is impossible. Are we gonna add him to the council? That would be crazy. I don't think we are. But it... Because he's in jail. Kat, you weren't here for the Fritz arc, but there was some guy who committed a crime. I think it was a set. Okay, we were kidnapped at the beginning of Fritz's arc. I don't know if you were there for that or not, but if I know you weren't there for the aftermath. We end up finding these guys who try to kidnap Wagon at the beginning. And then we take them to court, and then one of the choices is we can either lower their sentence or have it, or it can be the standard amount of time. We find out that the standard amount of time is 30 years, so having it would be 15 years. Yeah, so we got kidnapped. The court proceedings happen later. So the game, the correct answer, which I just picked by default, because I feel like if I had to play an $11 game that is really, really good, everyone knows this, and nothing fucking happens, and I get the okay ending, I'd like to play the game at her best, if you know what I'm saying. I cannot even imagine, because I think Rod wouldn't have proposed to us in the good ending. It would have been like, let's stay together for a while or whatever, and then he wouldn't have proposed. It would just be like an awkward, like, fizzle out ending for the good ending, and then the great ending is is being proposed to. I can't even imagine what all the other endings would fucking look like if you got like the mediocre ending. But anyway, Fritz would have gotten upset with us if we had sentenced them lower, because his mother was killed or some shit. It was really stupid. I don't know why I brought this up. I just wanted to talk about how shitty Fritz's arc was, I think. And we're also in jail, so I feel like it was so bad. It was so bad. Fritz's arc was terrible in the base game and Evermore. I would literally never expect anything less. Anyway, hi. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Happy you get to witness the ending, the wonderful, beautiful ending. Anyway. Your Majesty! There's no such thing as true peace. There will always be upheaval and dissent. Such is the nature of society. But even we can incorporate structures that will help us deal with those injustices fairly. Even if an ideal is unattainable, I do not think it is foolish to work toward it regardless. That is the difference between my mother and I. She gave up. The only solution she was interested in was bloodshed, but violence begets more violence. I will not pit humans and witches against each other. I will never take sides. That is my duty, as both the Tenebrarum bearer and the Queen of Angel. The witch exhales softly. Perhaps it is a trick of the light, but he looks like he is smiling. There is nothing more painful than putting your heart into something that will inevitably fail. Perhaps, but I would much rather try than give up. You have more of a backbone than I thought, Your Majesty. And a lot more of a willingness to talk to you than I do, but whatever. Your Majesty, he actually used my title. This has been an enlightening talk. I still think it's all foolishness, but I appreciate hearing this all from your own mouth. It is my duty as bearer to watch over the witches of this kingdom. You are included in that duty, even if you do not consider me your queen. I step away from the bars. That is all I came down here to say. Good day. I turn and walk away, Fritz trailing behind me. Did we have to take him? Fuck off, man. Your Majesty, that was foolishness. I know. Yeah, it was. No, that was amazing. You're the most fearless person I know. For talking to someone in jail? Sure. Very fearless. The two of us make our way back to the above ground corridors. I guess if anything bad happened. We have the cells like magic proofed. So even though he's a witch, that man can't do magic. So there was really nothing that could have occurred. And also we have magic still. And Fritz was here. I don't know. Thank you for accompanying me, Fritz. Of course. Feel free to call on me whenever you need me, Your Majesty. I shall. And Fritz? Yes? You can use my name every once in a while, you know. He didn't even like doing that in our arc. Fritz, you're a knight. Surely you must have seen someone braver. We can only hope. Oh, of course, Queen Wagon. Better. Will you be at the anniversary festival today? Yes, Lady Jurian gave me the day off. I'll be visiting the bakeries today. I hear they have a lot of special baked goods. If you happen to see a stall by the fountain with a floral top, I highly recommend their chocolate almond croissants. They're exquisite. I never knew Fritz had such a sweet tooth. There was a funny ass scene in Fritz's arc where she gives him a jar of chocolate, or like she keeps a jar of chocolate in her room and she like refills it for him because he like stuffs his face with them or whatever. But so she walks into the room and he's just like, oh hey wagon, and then like tries to shove like a fucking handful of chocolates back into the jar. Probably the funniest thing and most interesting sentence that was ever written over the course of this entire $11 game. And it was a one-off. It was a one-off, like, random-ass sentence. It was such a good one, though. Anyway, bye. I shall do that. Thank you, Fritz. Until next we meet, your Queen Wagon. Bye, Fritz. Don't talk to me again. Challenge. Easy difficulty. Fritz bows before excusing himself. I head in the opposite direction, toward the front gates where I am to give my speech. Based on the reception of the audience, my speech is well received. I tell the audience of the endeavors I have already discussed with Waltz. I tell them about my intention to make every voice in the kingdom heard. I promise that I will judge every crime based on the sin, not the sinner. It does not matter who the criminal is, which, human or fairy, all shall be judged equally. I tell them my hopes for the future, that Angel will be a peaceful place where everyone gets along, no matter who their neighbor is. And lastly, I would like to introduce, oh no, please don't make me do this in a speech. Introduce someone who I believe can expound on my efforts, though I am sure you all know who he is. Oh wait, what the fuck? Everyone please welcome Waltz Cresswell to the stage. So we don't get to get a speech? I guess not. The writers didn't feel like writing it out. The audience bursts into wild applause as Waltz steps into place beside me. Hello, everyone. It's an honor for me to be here on this stage speaking with all of you. Please excuse my blunders. I'm used to being on stage as a performer. I'm still working on politics. This prompts some chuckles from the audience. Waltz uses that disclaimer at the beginning of every speech, but he is just as good a speaker as he is a performer. He has always had a gift for putting others at ease. Turn around. Not a day goes by that I don't remember the Great War. It's true I served Lady Hilda then. She stole many things from me, my family, my free will, my heart, and I followed her because without those things I was lost. My whole life I have been trying to redeem myself. I will never forget the past. It's true it can't be changed, but it's only through acknowledging it that we can push forward. Dude, if let's say for the sake of debate, I am related to the arsonist who's in jail right now. I am his mother in the audience. I maybe don't condone or agree with what the actions my son took, but I am aware that he's in jail for, an undisclosed amount of time. And this man admits to serving a different queen, and maybe I recall that he killed some fucking people. Right? Maybe I remember that. I would be asking myself, why isn't this fucking dude in jail but my son's in jail? What happened to, judging the sin, not the sinner? This man's killed people. Maybe he should, do something about that. If he's, recovered or whatever and won't kill people, generally he shouldn't go to jail because jail is kind of, stupid and pointless. But, if I knew the dude in jail, I'd be like, why the fuck is he in jail but not, whatever. My goal has and always will be to help build a brighter future, one in which the crystallum are balanced and everyone is happy. It is an honor to make that dream a reality alongside Queen Wagon, the Tenenbaum Bearer. Waltz's speech is well received, which is unsurprising. After introducing Cinna, he joins me at the back of the stage. You were phenomenal as always, little star. And you were a natural on that stage like always. Well, I had a good teacher. The clap is really funny. Me? Of course. I've watched you give speeches every month for 2 years. Don't think I haven't been taking notes. Not anymore though. Yeah. You just trust me. I don't like her anymore. I promise. It's not my fault. She killed my parents, so therefore I should get a pass for every murder I committed during that time. An eye for an eye. You get it. It's not my fault. You're fucking insane. When will you let me learn something from you? Girl, you already have. You're welcome to come to my magic lessons, but I doubt you'll need them. Still, I hope you'll come visit the students more often. I would like that. More applause follows Cinna's speech. Don't fucking make me talk to him. He, like Waltz and I, speaks at length about balancing the crystallum and making things equal between the various witches and humans. Okay, if I was the crowd, I'd be like, let's get a fucking move on. I'm hearing the same shit 3 times. At the end of the speech, all 3 of us come to the front of the stage and deliver our final words. This time, when the audience cheers, they throw lilies on the stage. Why? The response brings a smile to my face. I remember what Cinna said about wishes and making them come true on our own. I will dedicate myself to Angel for the rest of my days. I will make sure our future is a bright one. After the speech, the townspeople approach with their bouquets and well wishes. The air is filled with jubilant conversation as they come to offer their praise. It is more overwhelming today than any other day of the year, but with Waltz's help, the 2 of us managed to speak to everyone. By the the fade out that they fade back into the exact same location was really fucked up and evil. By the time we are all done, all I want is to sit on a bench and relax, but we've got some time before the surprise I planned. Maybe we could use the free time to treat ourselves to something delicious. And remember what Fritz said about there being a bunch of themed baked goods around town today. He mentioned some stall with almond chocolate croissants. What are you in the mood for? Candied apples, obviously. Why would we fucking choose Fritz's gay-ass suggestion? How nostalgic of you. What? They are clearly the superior treat. I can always pick up a croissant later. Agreed. Waltz holds out his hand. I take it and allow him to lead toward our favorite stall. Shout out town. The stall we have been visiting for years is there and smiles at us brightly when we arrive. Queen Wagon, Lord Waltz. The man bows deeply. It is, as always, an honor to serve you both. Thank you for your thoughtful speeches today. What will you two have today? The usual, please. Always a good choice. Waltz digs into his pockets for coins for the merchant, but the man refuses to take them when he hands us our apples. I can't take money from you, especially not today. Please, these are my treat. Thank you. The queen should give money anyway. You are, like, super fucking rich? But sure. Accept a free apple. Fuck you. Thank you, Your Majesty. Your patronage is the greatest honor. Waltz and I settle on a nearby bench to eat the apples. When I reach to take mine from him, he lifts my apple into the air away from me. He takes a bite from his and chews for a few moments before finally handing me my apple, a mischievous smile on his face. Sorry, just wanted to make sure they weren't poisonous. I gather electricity in my fingertips and shock him in the shoulder. Waltz just laughs. Bro, this is your job, I'm paying you, I know. This is the worst. You remember what I said years ago when I first traded you to these apples? Other than that same poison apple comment, you said you would always remember that day. Waltz nods. I'll never forget how happy you looked that entire day. Actually, take yours. She did that earlier. If that helps. But the fact that we didn't this time. At least pay for the ones we took. Whatever. You told me you were fulfilling a promise you made to me long ago. That's right. You'd always wanted to try all the desserts around town but couldn't leave the palace. And now here we are. Waltz kisses the top of my head. Right, here we are. After the two of us finish our dessert, Waltz stands and offers me a hand. It's about time for your surprise, I think. Last year, Waltz used his magic to craft archways made of lilies in the main plaza for me to walk through. I hope he did not go out of his way to do something like that this year. I am both excited and nervous. Don't be nervous. I know you're going to love this. He winks at me. Would you mind closing your eyes? What? Please, a surprise isn't a surprise if you can't see it. He leans closer to me, close enough to whisper in my ear. Don't worry, little star. I'll guide you. Fine, if you insist. I close my eyes and hold tight to Waltz's hand, letting him lead me to the surprise location. We're almost there. I hear jubilant chatter as we pass through lively crowds, but I cannot focus on any of their conversations. All I hear is the loud thudding of my own heartbeat, and then I hear a door open. Waltz leads me carefully through an opening. Open your eyes, little star. Yes! We are there! Love it here. Hi, tavern. I open my eyes to find myself in a familiar space. I recognize it immediately. My home away from home, the Margin Tavern. Surprise! Oh! Having too much going on. I've never seen this many characters. Sorry, hit the mic. There's way too many fucking people here. That's crazy. Fuck it, throw Cinna in there too. I think we're missing some people. All of my friends stand before me. Anyway, Rumple, get off the fucking screen. Stand before me, clapping and laughing at my surprise. I'm too shocked to even be embarrassed. It has been a long time, too long since I saw them all appear together. Ugh. My nose is... Okay, you're gaping, Your Majesty.
Her Majesty has reason to be surprised. It's been years since we were all here.
Last time we were here, our lovely queen was but a princess.
And now she's the most powerful woman in all the land. That's some impressive character development. Chivalry's so nasty.
Characters! Ha! You speak as if we were characters in a fairy tale.
Good thing we aren't. It'd be a little disappointing if this were just a story.
I fucking cannot stand it here.
It would make a good tale for a bard, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, Jesus. You can't fucking throw... That was crazy. Oh, God, that was awful. Okay. Waltz wraps an arm around my shoulder and pulls me closer. Surprise wagon. I don't understand. What are you all doing here? Oh, yes. Let's fucking talk to everyone again. There's actually more to talk about. In fact, it gets worse. You guys cost $11.
We're here for you, Your Majesty.
Yeah! Hell yeah! That's my brother, Mr. Broom. That's what we like to hear.
We even let the broom out of the closet for today. Oh no. Hi, Mr. Broom! The broom hops into my arms before I can step away. Thankfully, it does not force me to clean anything. It just seems jittery with excitement. This game is so weird. I know, I don't. Fucking here. I suppose it is good to see you again, Mr. Broom. The broom hops all around us in celebration. Despite my best efforts, I cannot stop myself from laughing. Thank the gods Lance wasn't invited. Hear, hear, brother. Hear, hear. Unfortunately, Chevalier was invited as a, as a trade-off.
We're just glad he's not here to steal all the attention away from you.
He does not steal attention away from me. You're clearly in denial, Prince. Shush, small one.
What did you just call me?
Oh, tiny lord, I wouldn't.
Sorry, we let the sentient out of the room. They did it a couple times ago, too. Was that Chevalier's route? I don't remember. The broom has been let loose twice, at least.
Comment on my height one more time and I'll smash a chair over your head. Dude, I hate small, violent characters. They piss me off so fucking bad. It's like,
Oh, I'm small, but I fucking like to kill people.
it's like, oh, wow, I could not care less.
Silence! Manlet!
Oh, okay, whatever. You will not. Anise approaches and takes my hand as the banter continues.
It was Waltz's suggestion. He thought you might enjoy a dinner with friends for a change of pace.
Friends. The words make my eyes fog with tears. Once upon a time, I did not have friends. Oops, sorry. At least let him see it. Let's see it. No. They would never animate that for us. Never in their lives. They don't know how to animate. It sucks.
Can't see shit around here.
Once upon a time, I did not have friends. Now, I have many of them. Funny how the fuck was I am so incredibly grateful for all of them.
I made your favorites for tonight. I hope you like them.
Anise suddenly looks nervous.
Your Majesty?
I realize I'm crying in earnest now. Waltz wipes a stray tear away.
You okay, little star?
Everything about this is perfect, Waltz.
Good. I like to think I know you pretty well.
I turn back to Anise. Please, Anise, I would love dinner. Anise claps her hands together and raises her voice loud enough for everyone to hear.
Dinner time, everyone. Everything is on the house, including hot chocolate.
As everyone cheers and follows after Anise, I turn to Waltz. Thank you, Waltz, for everything. Waltz pulls me into an embrace.
No, thank you, little star.
The two of us share a quick kiss beneath the tavern lights before we follow the group into the reception area. Tonight, I forget I am a queen and the Tenenbaum bearer. Tonight, I am just Wagon, a girl who is here at the Merchant Tavern to enjoy good food and good company. Okay, but was Claude always going to be here? Did Waltz invite him for that? Who is to say?
Anyway, wow, we get to see another fucking chapter. Which I have to pause because, first of all,
I have to blow my nose or something, because this is getting fucking ridiculous, and I have to run an ad pretty badly. So, I'm gonna go do that. I will be right back. Everybody sit tight during the ad. When I come back, we're gonna fucking kill this last chapter, and then we're done.
Okay, I'm back now. We absolutely could have done all this before the wedding. Like, you are so correct. Can't believe we did it. We did the wedding in the fucking middle for some reason. This is the worst. Oh god, we're in the fucking... Oh, Jesus. Thank you, it was good to be back. Hello again, father. Thank you, it is good to be back. Waltz steps forward to place a single flower between his parents' graves. It is early morning. The two of us teleported here soon after we woke. It was Waltz's single request for today. He wanted to tell his parents the news. Today is a very special day, after all. I brought Wagon with me today. My wife. Wife, I still cannot believe we are finally married. I moved to stand beside Waltz. Hello again. I came to tell you both about the ceremony happening today. Waltz shifts on his feet. The motion makes him look nervous. It is the first show of anxiety I've seen from him today. I gently take his hand and squeeze it reassuringly. It's been a busy few months since we were married, but I think Waltz is now ready for the crowning ceremony. Oh, right. I guess we have to do that. Glad I have your vote of confidence. It is not just mine. Everyone else feels the same way too. You have been helping me rule this kingdom for 2 years. You know the policies inside and out by now. Waltz turns back to the graves. He chuckles. It is a soft, anxious sound. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes, today is the crowning ceremony. Today, Waltz officially becomes the king of Angel. Waltz's grip on my hand suddenly grows loose. He stumbles, looking suddenly like a man trying to balance himself on a swaying ship. Waltz, are you okay? He just laughs, that soft, carefree laugh that I've always loved. I just can't believe it. I've never been one for titles. The prodigy, Peter Pan, magician. Those all felt like expectations other people put on me. King of Angel isn't just a title though. It's an honor, and I'm still in denial I get to accept it today. He shakes his head, his eyes bright with wonder. You're so confident, little star. You were made to rule a kingdom. You're diligent and hardworking and wise beyond your years. And I feel terribly inadequate next to you. This isn't like you, Waltz Criswell. Not only are you one of the most capable people I've ever known, you are also one of the bravest and most confident. You've done everything you could for and more for Angel. You say I was made for this, but so were you. The throne has been waiting for someone like you. Waltz pulls me toward him, wrapping an arm around my shoulders and pressing a kiss to my head. You always know exactly what to say. I like to think I know you pretty well by now. I glanced toward the graves. Last time we were here, the quiet felt oppressive. Today, the silence is serene. Turn around. Waltz turns his attention back to the graves. You see why I fell in love with Wagon all of those years ago? I thought you were here to tell them about the ceremony, not me. I can't bring you here and not flatter you in front of my parents. Brother, they're dead! I've never been like a grave talking fan. Maybe a little do it in your head, but or by yourself. I feel like by yourself is acceptable, but like with another person there, that changes the fucking game. Someone is now listening in. I don't think I could do that. Did I say that already? I think I did. He plants another quick kiss on my head before letting go of my hand and kneeling in front of the graves. He dips his head and begins to whisper, speaking words to his parents that are not for me to hear. I move to lean against a nearby tree as to give him some space. I gaze at Waltz from afar. It is hard to believe that when we first met, he was cursed into the form of a boy. I was running from men who wanted to steal my gold back then. I remember Waltz and Claude were there to rescue me, to take me back to the tavern. And before that, I saw Waltz in town with Emmeline performing magic. He offered me a lily, which I refused. I did not understand why he looked so sad back then. Waltz was waiting all those years for me. Well, no longer. There is no reason for us to postpone this. We've both been ready a long time. The sun passes overhead, throwing shards of glimmering sunlight across the forest floor as leaves quiver in the wind. The shifting sun reminds me of our quickly diminishing time. Waltz? Waltz rises from his crouch. I'm ready to go. Then let us return. As Waltz is conjuring a portal, I approach the gravestones. I set a hand on one of the rocks. I never had the honor of knowing you, but I want you to know I love your son dearly. He calls me his little star, but in truth, I think he shines more brightly than I do. His unflagging optimism and dedication have kept me afloat. Wagon? Waltz waits patiently by the portal. Coming. I brush my hand across the stone one last time before following Waltz into the portal. And then their ghosts appear, and it's really fucking corny and awful. Anyway, the rest of the day is chaotic on account of all our preparations. Dignitaries and representatives from in and out of our kingdom wander the corridors, conversing about all manner of things. Your Majesty, the royal seamstress says your dress is ready. One maid stops abruptly in front of me, frazzled. She bows belatedly. We're sorry to interrupt. It's fine. Please send the seamstress to my room. Understood. I turn to Waltz, who has helped me run errands through the day. He has been introducing himself to people we have only ever corresponded with via letter. It's hard to believe the day is just beginning, what with everything going on. You don't remember how much upheaval there was when I was crowned? Things are busy, but you're going to want to imprint these memories in your mind forever. It is a special day. I know. The coronation came shortly after the kingdom was saved. It was a tumultuous, uncertain time. Things are much calmer now. Though the magic incidents have not stopped, they are less frequent. I like to think it is because the council helps me make decisions now has representatives from all over Angel. For the first time, there are humans, witches, and fairies on the council. The Tenebrarum and Lucius are the most stable they have been in years. Finally, things are beginning to look up. Now is the perfect time for your coronation. If the Queen of Angel says so, then it must be true. Wagon? Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to be someone worse. We turned to see Ophelia approaching with Emmeline and a few maids trailing her. Emmeline is practically bouncing on her feet. Wagon, what are you still doing here? We need to get you ready. It is imperative you look regal today. I agree. That goes for you, too. I personally had the seamstress make you an outfit for the coronation. A better one than his fucking wedding outfit, I hope. That was fucking ugly as hell, man. It was nasty. I know, but no matter what I wear, you will always be the one that shines the brightest, as it should be. Waltz, this is your coronation. Ophelia chuckles. But you are still the Queen of Angel, and you must look the part. Come now. We'll see you later, Waltz. Emmeline and Ophelia begin to pull me away. I desperately cast a glance over my shoulder, but Waltz just looks amused. Don't worry, little star. I'll make sure the rest of the preparations are taken care of. He waves as Ophelia and Emmeline pull me around the corner. In my room, I am fussed over by an overwhelming amount of people, of all whom poke and prod at me until they determine I look perfect. When I voice my concerns that Waltz is the focus, everyone waves the words away. Nonsense, this is every bit your accomplishment as Waltz. The two of you are going to rule together after all. Exactly, you have to look stunning. This doesn't make any sense. The two of them remain after I have dismissed the palace staff. You look stunning, dear. Like a queen out of a fairy tale. Oh wow, she looks disgusting. I actually fucking hate it. I would like to think this is more real than a fairy tale. True, fairy tales have happy endings, but they skim over the best details. That is what makes the love we achieve in reality better than any fairy tale love. Real love is more complicated and profound. Even though it was about the same as fairy tale, but whatever. Ophelia adjusts the clasps on my shoulders and checks the length of my cape. Thank you for both helping me. Of course. Where is Rod? He's making sure every noble knows where to sit when the throne room doors open. He is also, making sure the Almonte brothers don't fight in front of everyone. I think about Claude and his brother bickering in a crowd of stuffy royals and laugh. They will be a much welcome sight in the audience. Yellow's not her color. Not at all. Stick to blue, queen. This shit is not gonna work for me. Also, her fuck-ass hair really drives me up the wall. But it is mostly the yellow, I agree. What of my friends? All here and accounted for. I've prepared the seating so that they have a front row view. Perfect. I turn to look at myself in the mirror. I barely recognize the woman who looks back at me. When I first wore this crown, it felt too heavy for me. I was still grieving then. I feared the weight of the future. Okay, can you see them across the room? They're gonna fight? So true. Or just don't fucking invite Lance. I'm sick of his ass. Now I reach up to adjust it with a smile. Your Majesty, come in. A servant steps into the room and bows. Lord Waltz, His Majesty, he is still Lord Waltz for right now. What did you want to tell me? He is waiting in the throne room for you. Are you sure that's okay? Doesn't he have to be standing outside when the ceremony starts? It's fine, dear. We still have an hour before the ceremony begins. Let Wagon and Waltz have some time alone together. Don't think I didn't notice. She rests a reassuring hand on my back. Good luck, Wagon. As per the traditions of the ceremony, I will be crowning Waltz, but he is the one who needs to speak his vow to Angel. He has been practicing this ceremony for weeks to get it right. I hope you know that no matter what happens in the future, we will all be here for you. Always. Even when you're in Brigantia, doting over a foreign prince. Even then. Ophelia laughs as she steers Emmeline toward the door. We'll clear the corridor for you. See you at the ceremony wagon. Want to see one of them throw something across the room? At least then something entertaining would fucking happen. Goodbye. Sorry, forgot to read that. After the two of them leave, I wait inside for a few moments until the corridor quiets. Even though I am not the one being crowned today, I nonetheless find myself shaking with nerves. So much of it has happened so fast. Even when I pinch myself, the reality remains. And yet, I am still in denial. Before, this kind of happiness felt impossible, like something meant for someone else. But no, this is a reality. Waltz is waiting for me. I open the door and head for the throne room. Just as Emmeline and Ophelia promised, the corridors leading to the throne room are empty of everyone save the Knights of the Order of Caldera. Perhaps that is why I'm not surprised when the first people I see beyond the throne room doors are Jurian and Garland.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. They both bow before me. Hello, you two. How are preparations coming?
Everything's ready, my queen. We'll start bringing people in when you give the signal.
She casts a look over her shoulder. Even from here, I can see a lone figure on the throne.
Rest assured, I'll guard Lord Waltz with my life.
And I'll be behind you the whole time, Your Majesty.
I glanced between the knights. When I first met them, they had been dishonorably discharged from the order because of rightful suspicions they harbored against Alcaster. Now here they stand, the two highest-ranking knights in the Order of Caldera. Thank you both for your hard work and loyalty.
It is our honor to serve, Your Majesty.
We will make sure everything goes exactly as planned today.
I leave the security in your capable hands.
Please do.
Bye, guys. Jurian exits the room, perhaps to give Waltz and I more privacy. Garland is following her out when I ask a question. Have you two set a date for your wedding yet? We don't have to do this. I get that they're getting married and everything, and don't fucking get me wrong. I am happy for them. But I don't care. I don't care right now. That's Claude's arc. Okay? They can be happy in Claude's arc. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Garland freezes.
It'll be in the spring. That's Jurian's favorite season.
Congratulations.
And to you as well, Your Majesty. Thank you for your kind words.
He exits, still looking flustered. I laugh as I turn back to Waltz. Even reclining the way he is on the throne, he looks regal. The sight of him takes my breath away. Hello, little star. Hello, Waltz. Are you so nervous you're sitting on the throne because you can't stand? Promise you won't laugh? I promise. I wanted to make sure I sat in it the right way. The last thing I want is to look like a fool in front of everyone. I laugh. Oh, that is definitely not how you sit on a throne. He smiles as I approach, his eyes glimmering like distant stars. You look beautiful, Wagon, like magic personified. Well, I am the tenor, but can I see him or not? Damn, I feel like cock blocked a little bit. Well, I am the tenor and bearer, so I suppose that's appropriate. And you look very handsome. What's that? I couldn't hear you. You're going to have to step a little closer. I laugh as I step closer, closer, closer until I'm standing before the throne, Waltz's throne. But there's only one, so it's weird that there's only one, but whatever. Must I repeat myself? If you would be so kind as to whisper it in my ear, Waltz. Humor me, no one's going to see us like this. My heart beats a frenzied rhythm as I slide into Waltz's lap. Oh no, he looks bad again! No! I wasn't joking. You're sitting all wrong? That'd be so funny. Oh god, he looks so nasty. Why do they do that to him? Stop! And he's in yellow. Ah! Ew! Oh! Okay, now you could say it. This is hardly traditional. You know me, Wagon. I have tricks aplenty up my sleeve. Did they just fucking copy-paste? They're shit. I'm so mad. He's kind of getting the eyeliner a little bit, but that's it. Why they give me a promotion? I don't know, but it's pissing me off. I also think it was yellow before. Like, the cape was yellow, but I think the dress was also yellow. I could be delusional. Actually, we can, like, literally go look. Okay, it's not. It's white. Confirmed white. I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve. I'm hardly a traditional king. I lean close enough that our noses brush. You look very handsome, my king. And you, my queen, are the most beautiful woman in the whole world. The two of us laugh. This close, our breaths intermingle. Ugh. Am I the first man to see you like this today? Ew.
Ew.
Also, what's the embroidery on his collar? Looks like a sleeve. All of the designs look like that, to be honest. There's also no pattern to it. Don't look at it too hard, huh? I give him a teasing smile. You are, and lucky man that you are, you'll be the first to see me every day for the rest of our lives. Waltz laughs. I am lucky, the luckiest man in the whole world. He presses his forehead to mine. You know that I will always love you, right? I'd hope so, we're fucking married. Sitting here on the throne together, the two of us are frozen in time. I could sit here looking into Waltz's eyes like this forever. Eventually the ceremony must begin. Eventually we must put on formal airs for the audience. But right now it is just the two of us. I allow myself the luxury of basking in Waltz's warmth. I look into his eyes and see the future. It is the brightest, most beautiful future I could ever dream. I love you, Wagon. I love you too, Waltz. Forevermore. Thank God we didn't have to go through the fucking ceremony and the game is now over. That would have been fucking awful. Blood! I know! Why did they do purple? I don't know. They should have done purple. I don't want to talk to you guys right now. Ugh. No, come back. I wasn't No, that's okay. We can look at all of our pictures that we've gathered over the course of the game right now. Okay, what the fuck? Why is Waltz on the table? Ew! Ew! How come everyone else gets to stand and his just is on a table? That makes me so mad, but whatever. Here. Oh, it's so bad. Ah. Ugh. Oh, and my God, and he's wearing a glove. But like a real glove and not one of his gay ones. Which I can't... Oh! Kinda show you the gay glove. Why does her arm look like that? Hold on. Because they're bad at drawing. I don't... You didn't get to see this one. But this one... I talked about for several minutes. This one made me mad. Because it's so close to being good. Except they, like, decapitate him. It's even worse when looking at it in the game because the text box makes him look like he's just a floating decapitated head. It looks a lot better now that the text box isn't there, but still not great. It's still pretty bad. And then the wedding one, which is fucking awful. Which I don't think they copy-pasted him because his eye looks different. But I did for a brief moment think that they copy-pasted him. And I was going to be pretty pissed. But he looks like a different fucking person in every single one. It's pretty awful. Yo, we get to listen to the songs? That's crazy. The sad background music. Stop, that's so fucking fun. Tavern! Love her! Yeah, so true. Sentimental. Playful comedy. Oh yeah, of course. Fucking love the comedy music. Broken Cinderella. Piano instrumental. Red dialogue. So these are all the good endings. I'm not like they drew these and there's like a little dot on Chevaliers like on the corner of the wing. And then the moon is like uneven. I'm not gonna make it. But yeah.
Oh god, Fritz's shit was nasty, dude. Oh yeah, I fucking forgot. They role played. Oh god, it was terrible. Oh. He was like, I'm not Fritz tonight. I'm Varg. It was like, why? Missing 20% of the dialogue? A 20% I will not miss. It was terrible. It was horrific. But this is where they role play or whatever. Like, he gets to be Varg and she gets to be the Ice Princess or whatever. That shit was awful. I don't remember any rods. Which is probably the thing. Varg's I know! Oh, I can't believe... So, okay. You missed a lot of Vargs. But the rundown for... I'm sorry. Excuse me. Fritz's. But the whole thing on his, it was like, I am now all of him. I am Varg and Fritz. I am combined. Varg was always a piece of me, but it was like split off. The game didn't do a very good job at explaining that, but that was what was heavily implied. Fritz was like a new fucking person in Evermore. Like, we dated Fritz, and Varg was there to assault us. That was very cool. And one of the choices we had to make, I can literally show you right now. Here it is. Here in chapter 3, the final question of chapter 3, he asked, Fritz did you ever love Varg? And to get the best ending, we had to say yes. Do you know how disgusting that shit was? Do you know how nasty that felt? To say, yeah, I love the guy who assaulted us. That was really cool. It was awful. We had to lie, yeah. And like, of course, the game was like, thank you for saying you love even the bad parts of me. I mean, it wasn't exactly like that. It was like, what the fuck was it? It was like, I loved him not because it was him, but because he was a piece of you. And Waltz was like, sorry, not Waltz, excuse the shit out of me. Fritz was like, thank you for accepting all of me, blah blah blah. And it was fucking awful. Whatever. Petitioning to get your $11 back. Thank you so much for your petition. I appreciate it. It was... Oh my god, that game was fucking awful. Let's delete it from my computer together. What do you think? Let's do that shit right now. But now we have not too much time, but we've got some time to debate the next game and fight some art. Buy $11 game, bye! You will not be missed. Not in the fucking slightest. Hold on, let me... Oh, it'll be under the C's. Manage, uninstall. Bye! Bye! She will not be missed. Goodbye forever. Oh fuck, I forgot I bought that. I was crazy for that one. But anyway. So I'm going to pull up so we have already been attacked. We are already behind. I don't know how this was managed. But that's okay. Let's not think on this too hard. So Lolly did an attack for us. Here, I'll show you the attack. The website, smooth, crisp. She is functioning quite well, all thanks to it being the 5th. I'm gonna turn on music because now it's quiet.
I miss the ambience already. Please come back to me. Why the fuck would I want Smart Shuffle on my likes? I have over 1,500 likes. Why the whatever. Okay. So, let me browser. Got it. So this is Lolly's attack of Hoffs, which is so cool and silly. But we've got to fucking get her back. And we have to get her back ASAP. So let's do that right fucking now. We can pick a character right now. Yeah, it's so slay. Uh, I've I always forget that art fight involves people giving me shit. I love receiving shit. So very fun, cool, and sexy. And I didn't even have to do anything. But so we have to get her back, so we have to pick a character from her arsenal to do an attack on. So we had like a triple attack. But I think she got rid of some of the characters. Airborne is still there, Goo is still there. But there are others that are not there, which means I can't do the attack that I had planned last year, which really sucks, but whatever. Love my wife Goo, but anyway, so we have to pick out of these 12. I'd avoid the Sana, to be honest. I've already drawn her. Technically there's an order of these for a reason. I don't know. I decide the speed at which Robin-esque character, to be honest with you. Kitty character. Aw. I love the shirt. Slay. Women's rights. Oh, little hamster. Fuck you. I love mermaid. That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, this might be the one. We'll move this one up higher. Goo, my beloved wife. Die for her. Airborne. Oh, and that's the attack. Okay. No. I really need her. No. Okay. I didn't go to the bathroom during my last ad break, so I'm gonna go do that really quick, before we move on. But once I get us up and running, we can start debating the game we're gonna play. Think on which character you want us to draw. For Lolly, I'm not gonna be... I'll try to be normal. I'll be right back. Everybody sit tight. Think on the character that we should draw. Hopefully you caught all of them, and we're paying attention. I will return shortly. Be right back. Okay, I'm back now. Oh, Mermaid. So true! Speak on that. That piece of rock. Honestly, I think it's the only fucking option. In an underwater city by the name of Seastar Throne. Well, his upbringing was mostly underwater. His family also had dealings up in the human world. They were shoemakers for the humans. They found shoemaking an art and thus decided to expand to creating their own multi-million-dollar company that would be named Poseidon Shoes. Milo had never truly been the one for shoes and rather delved more into learning magic, so he became apprenticed for a sea witch in his younger years. There he learned quite a few tricks that he wrote down in book, including the ability to have functional human legs. For a while in the mainland, he was able to walk on two legs. That was until his half sister, Ketrian, got jealous of Milo's abilities and his overall treatment from the sea witch compared to her, that she stole the book from him and escaped to the human world. At the time, he had an amulet from the sea witch that was given to him as a way for him to get human ingredients for their spells by turning his fins into functional legs. He took this to his advantage and went to the search on the search, trying to get his book back. During the search, he went to college for music and played in the orchestra. He eventually fell in love with a Silky. Okay, what the fuck? I want a cool mermaid OC. What the hell? Oh, okay, now I'm mad. I forget that magic can exist. A lot of my OCs are very heavily realistic. I'm just like, look at this fucking guy who falls in love with another guy. Pretty cool, huh? Because I'm fucking boring. Mermaid cool. Now on mermaid. And when he had almost forgotten about what he needed to do, Ketrian came into the picture again. Her jealousy got the best of her, and after a fight with her brother, she broke the amulet Milo held, leaving him without the ability to walk on land freely without wheelchair assistance or being moved in a wheeled tank. Milo now works playing viola in the orchestra at a theater for multiple plays that occur each week. In his free time, he goes to the beach to be able to move and get that sensation of freedom from a chair. However, he's hoping he'll maybe one day be able to acquire his book back. The close-up is very funny. Motherfucker. Okay. We're doing the mermaid. Like, suck my nuts. Okay. Pass that. Let's get ugly. Okay. It's been a fucking forever since I heard this song. The likes do not shuffle very well. Okay. So, we're painting. We do not have a fucking choice. Ooh, so true. Let's play with the color. $500 cigarettes. Okay. Maybe sports. Okay. Cigarettes. Oh shit. I forgot I'm on my big computer. I'm really bad at color. Okay, like if I can do color to a degree, like silly color. Um, but it has to be shifted like slightly. You know what I mean? Like it can't be. Oh, I need to change my category to art. I totally forgot. Um, um, uh, but like if you okay, particularly when the colors are warm. Maybe they can be warm. I do love pink. Ooh. Shit. I don't know. He's blue though. You know. I don't know. We'll think on this. Cause I feel like light blue just gives it like a daylight look or whatever. I'm gonna have it be nighttime. This I feel like would be good. This will be a good test for us. I'm gonna try and get it through it without overlay layers. I'm so fucking bad at that shit though. A little bit up. A little bit more. A little bit more. The secrets we shared. Come to me. No, this is fine. I think it should be darker. Every time I see you smiling. Mm-mm. 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 It's a bit bluer, maybe. Okay, sure. We'll see how that goes. I feel like his tail is just gonna be darker. What I'm saying. But every time I see you dancing. And then I think. That's good. Don't really happen. His hair is gonna be a fucking nightmare. Darker. Can every day be like this? Dance straight at the beach like this. Conversations with Keisha like this. I feel like I got the robot. Congratulations! Happy robot! This is huge. Gigantic, even. Okay. I think I got the most complicated colors down generally. Do 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 do. I feel like we could probably brighten this up a little bit by adding a little... A little brighter. That's the way every day goes. Every time we've no control. Just a little bit brighter. Oops. Pink. Okay. The same way you showed me, you showed me love. Okay. It's nighttime. This is our color thing, I guess. I don't know. We'll get rid of this for now. Showed me. Okay. Anyway, now that we've started and I've gotten a good grasp on what I'm gonna do, so as I continue to make a big deal out of, we are now out of a game, and I don't know what to play next. Woo. I just bought like 7,000 things on Steam. Let me pull up my library. And there's only a few things that we're actually going to be able to play on this list. Like, oh, no, I won't do that. Well, I'll write it down. Hey, where are my post-it notes? I've got like 7,000 of them everywhere. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Games. I have to download the shit for tomorrow. Otherwise I'll forget. Anyway, so I need like a system to figure out which games I should play like next and when and whatnot. And I just don't know how. I'm so annoying in the sense that I'm like, well, I don't want to play this game right now, so I won't. Like I'd like to finish Fallout 4, but it takes such a fucking long time that like that game is yuck, you know what I mean? Can I categorize game? I can. Okay, I might do that. There's categories on Steam. You can categorize them yourself. You can organize them. Wow. I love organizing things. Anyway, so that's crazy. I had no idea. The only game I have separate from the rest of the games is Bully, and it's in the favorites or whatever. So LMAO. So the oh. Drawing and having something else to talk about is very hard. Okay. New game. I don't know. I don't want to pick anything without input. You know what I mean? Which feels fucking stupid. Like, it doesn't matter. It, like, whatever I pick games against your guys' will all the damn time. Like, not a single fucking soul wanted to play Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore. No one gave a shit about finishing it. But I needed to get my $11 worth. So I'm sure you understand. But no no one actually gave a shit about it. And I hear you. I understand. Ultimately, I don't care. My stream, my force you to watch whatever I want you to. So I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of this. I think it's because I'm overwhelmed with choice, especially since I just got like 17 games. So within the past couple of weeks, I have bought No, we're not fucking listening to this right now. Kill yourself. Not this either. No, thank you. No. 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 That was actually good. But recently I have gotten the Mass Effect series, which to my knowledge take fucking forever, so we won't be playing that anytime soon. Red Dead Redemption 2, which my computer cannot handle. Jedi Fallen Order, which my computer cannot handle. Horizon Zero Dawn, which my computer cannot handle. Disco Elysium. I feel my computer could probably handle that. Grand Theft Auto 5. My computer could probably handle that. Oh shit, happy 905 everybody. Didn't realize it was so late. Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, and I guess Dragon Age Origins. Thank you for your having enough houses. It's appreciated as always. And looks like that's it. There's a couple of other games, but those are for another time tomorrow. So I will not reveal them to you. Is it? I feel like I'd like it. So I did get it because it was on super sale. And I feel like all the gay people I know like the game, and the main characters feel kind of so I feel like it'd be a good one. So I'm seeing a preference. Is that a preference I hear? Oh, you want me to play Disco Elysium next? Is that what I'm hearing right now? You want to have a preference so bad? Just tell me what to play. Just fuck off. Yes, okay. Say yes. Let's go, Trilla! For having a fucking opinion. Let's go. Okay, we'll play Disco Elysium next. Feeling good about it. Yes. Wow, I love when chatters have an opinion. Wow, that's great. Oof. Okay, well, now we don't have to talk about it anymore. I love democracy. Me too. I mean, Kat, if you had a different preference, let me know. When does your new shit come out? The Tangle Tower 2 or whatever the hell? You said there was another one coming out soon, didn't you? No, it was sweet. Thank you, Kat, for having an opinion that doesn't make things more complex. I really appreciate that. Okay. Just checking, because I want to make sure that I'm locked in there. Because, like, as soon as it drops, I will be there. Maybe not as soon as it drops, but soonish. Depends on what we're in the middle of. What the hell? Face shape did this fucker have? Long. Oh, well then I'll write down to download Disco Elysium too. So what's going to do? Damn. Very sorry to hear this.
I'll understand. Speaking of democracy, I love where this is going. Considering. Oh, fuck off. Get rid of the budget. Happy for you. Happy for you. But, like, now what? It releases slightly less bad people. Happy to hear that. Glad you got some good out of it. Who is it now? Hey. I'm attractive. Chat, come back. Okay, welcome back, chat. Labor now. That's the Democrats, right? I haven't heard anything good about labor. But I'm probably like really like extreme. Like I already sit in super like far left circles, so I feel like I probably won't hear anything good about any government. But I hear that, man. America's not gonna get that for a bit. Cause it's pretty rough around here too, so oh, the debate. There is such as this. Okay. That's what I thought. But I don't pay too much attention. I only pay attention when there's some shit that goes on. Conservative such straight. Do you have more than 2? Oh my god, you do have more than 2. What the fuck are those new guys I keep hearing about? They're probably not new. They're just new to me. They're like mega racist. Which I fucking forget the name. Yeah, this one was gone. Fair enough. I took a political science class recently, so I learned a lot about like what the fuck is it called? Prime Minister parliamentary democracies. I fucking had no idea how they worked. It took me until how many years have I been in college? Crazy. Tories. Is that one of the smaller ones? I thought they were huge. I like how you guys have more than 2, but that's true. But like we like don't have any representation of the smaller parties in the government. Reform. Thank you, God. Oh, it was really killing me. Because I watched a video of some guy. Some like news outlet went in like undercover to talk to these reform guys, and they were like door knocking and just being like mega racist and like slinging slurs at like people they were door knocking. Like so, like they knock on the door, the people in the house is open, and they just start yapping about how like they need to get rid of like all the immigrants or whatever. That's crazy. Door knocking is not something that I've experienced. I don't think we live in a huge door knocking area, I guess. It's crazy that people get up to that, to be honest with you. So just like here. That's crazy. You guys get those? Maybe it's just the spot I live in. Which is weird because like Michigan's a huge like swing state or whatever. So we do is more of a token register. You're not gonna achieve anything in Parliament like 5 seats. That's true. What about them coalitions my book was talking about? Reading the book about like the way things should be and then the way things are is very bizarre. Not here, but in general. True. It's gonna kill us all. Okay, I'm thinking he's gonna be listening to a shell. Things crazy. Come out of his head. Microwaving batteries. The squirrel turned it into a hat. Oh, into a hat. Hey, am I the wrong layer? Motherfucker. Fucking lots of things. The only thing is that in the votes themselves, reform were coming in second a lot of the time. Tories are going to spend the next 5 years getting mega racist to the reform voters. Oh, cool. Wow. Stability, huh? No, it's something some kind of gang. Troubling considering the mega right. I think it's just, yeah. Fascism in general is just on the rise, it sounds like. So when people are like, oh, are you gonna move to fucking Europe to escape Donald Trump and the 2025 project? It's like, motherfucker, it's just, it's getting bad over there too. Nothing in life matters. Not to talk about American politics, but I really wish, no, I know. We all wish that. I've had such a weird, like, outlook on it. I mean, like, there was a point where I was just like, nothing in life matters, we may as well just kill ourselves. But now I'm like, this is kind of funny. I just, it's like, oh. You may as well laugh, like, overall. If it's gonna be bad. To be a little baby, and now he's just a criminal. Like, I know, and the left was like, we need to find someone whose skin isn't falling off their face, please. And the Democratic Party was like, oh, we think Biden would be perfect to run again. Someone tweeted the other day, it was like, let's go ahead and get Jimmy Carter back in there, which I think was the funniest thing someone could fucking say. I agree completely. Let's fucking get Jimmy Carter back in there. I think he could handle it. Following on stability breeds, writing sentiment. Yeah. That's always the trouble. Is it swings back and forth or whatever. It's like the Republicans always set it up really, really well. There's a fight for that shit. It's like, even if Trump isn't like actively as senile as Biden is, he's still not very like he's still not all there. Like he's going to die soon. They are both very, very old. But anyway, the Republican Party has it set up really, really well where they fuck everything up. They fuck up the taxes or whatever. And then the Democrats come in and fix the taxes. And then it takes a while for the taxes to fix themselves. And it always happens under a Republican, like, president. So it feels like, to the dumbasses who don't fucking pay attention, that the Republicans were the one to fix the taxes. When that's not true, they fucked up the taxes to begin with. I didn't watch the debate, but I caught myself up on it. It was bad. Dude, Biden flubbed 10 minutes deep. He fucked it bad. No, we're going to fireworks. We are so proud of our country. I have to run an ad, which is really funny considering what time it is. Really good to say because I fucking hate him. No, that's the shitty part, isn't it? It's because, like, he's fucking funny. The Democratic Party is full of annoying, like, fucking freaks who don't know how to strategize. He's a good politician. He knows how to talk. He used to. Yeah, he still does. People are also progressively getting, like, more insane and, like, schizophrenic, but but the Democratic Party like doesn't know how to do the same. Like the Democratic Party like refuses to stoop down to the Republicans level, and I don't fucking get why. Please, I don't. At this stage, maybe it's the hand sanitizer system. So true. All that bleach he injected, his ass didn't do that. But imagine the in the book that I was reading or whatever, at the tail end of the book, last chapter, it was written in 2006, so a lot of it was kind of stupid and didn't make any fucking sense. Okay, get a slower together or something. Not like you don't even have to do that necessarily. Just fight, please. Think for 2 seconds. It's the Republican Party fights like no one's fucking business. They claw and tear their way into getting what they want. They fucking, mobilize. They use all these stupid fuck ass culture war tactics to get everyone distracted and, on their side. Democrats, please do the same shit or something. And that's what the book was at. The Kingdom Coming was the book that I just finished. Again, it was written in 2006, and the final chapter proposed that liberals and progressives, the Democratic Party is the best we're gonna get, but suggested that the Democrats do the same shit that the Republicans do, in the sense that you need to mobilize people around like culture war issues. Soulja Boy for Democrat. So true. I'd vote for Soulja Boy. But like just getting people like whipped into a frenzy over culture war issues, like abortion is the perfect fucking issue. Abortion could be our transgender people. You know what I mean? Or abortion could be our immigration. Like, the Republican Party cares so deeply about immigration and how it should stop or whatever. Abortion is something that the Democratic Party and many more outside of the Democratic Party care about. We want it back. We want it codified. But instead, they're just like, oops, our hands are tied. Or fucking student loan debt is another big one. Cancel that shit. It should not be that fucking. Let me run for president. I've thought about it a couple times. Unironically, when I was a kid, that's what I wanted to do when I grew up. I was like, I'm gonna be the next Democratic I'm gonna be a Democratic president, and I'm gonna be so cool, blah blah blah. Because I was fucking right. I was like, I'm gonna go into law. And I'm gonna do politics. I'm gonna start at the local level. And now I'm a fucking Twitch streamer. There was so many times where people's lives like, exactly. It's a huge issue. And during the fucking presidential debate, that was literally a banger. That was a slam dunk that Biden was held up for. The fucking question. They picked him up. They gave him the ball. They picked him up, put him up to the hoop, and he like started chewing on the ball. And it's like, my brother, you were handed that question, and you fucked it. How? And it's not like anybody was paying attention to the debate at that point, because everyone was freaking the fuck out about how he was not ready to go, because he's, on the brink of death. But he was handed that question, and he didn't get it. He was like, let's talk about immigration, a point I am not strong on. It was like, okay, cool. God bless America. Our troops. God bless America. So true. My engines are already started. I'm going right now. I'm so... We are not meant to make it. America is crumbling. Immigration is a buzzword. It's like, it... And it's, even so, it's not something Biden's strong on. He fucking does the same shit that Trump does. There's nothing I care less about, excuse me. We were born to die, man.
brother. There's nothing I care about less than fucking immigration. I don't give a shit who comes into the country. God is dead. Who cares? So do focus on. So true. It's there's so much other shit going on. Like I say open borders, no taxes, and we all get buzz cuts. They would hate that last one. Can't wait to die in a hospital waiting room as long as they're around me. It's the same color as me. No, that's what the people yearn for. If you're even lucky enough to fucking get into a hospital waiting room, considering all of the crazy weather events, I wouldn't be surprised if your house collapsed in a tornado or a wildfire burned it all down or some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. Time away. My first act. Kat, I would vote for you in a fucking heartbeat. Simply use your imagination. Google a video, a pre-existing video. I fucking hate fireworks so goddamn much. It's not even fucking funny. You are completely correct. I am on board. Use your imagination. No, but she's right. We should use our imagination. I'm going to imagine. I won't say that. But I'm on board. You're so right, Kat. Fuck yes. Our veterans don't like it. It scares our pets. It's also like mega bad for the fucking environment. Like, not only is it like awful for the people involved, like it's disruptive. Like it just pollutes the area. It's fucking awful. I hate that shit. Jail. Yeah, it is bad. It's nasty. Ugh. I wanna love 'em all till I go insane. Jekyll and Hyde, Jekyll and Hyde. My first act as president. What would I do? I think I'd do high-speed rail. I'm super mentally ill about transportation. I think it'd be high-speed rail. You by my side, but the devil's gonna get me by and by. First, more strip malls, baby. No! I don't want any more strip malls. I have immunity. Can I assassinate someone? So true. Maybe I would start with that. Who would I start with? I think about that a lot. In video games, of course. I can't fucking believe they did that shit, by the way. That shit was crazy. Oh, wow. More strip malls, more charity, more... You love gerrymandering and gentrification. Ugh. No, strip malls would mean more cars. I fucking hate cars. Boo. You're going to jail. My first act would be putting you in jail, so you can't do that shit.
Come on. The 3 Gs: grace, gerrymandering, and gentrification. I wanted to get like an angle on here, but it's getting hard to do. I don't want to fucking listen to this. Like, why do they look like that? So true. See, if I was gonna gerrymander, I'd do shapes. I'd do silly ass shapes. I close my. I would do a little dog. Oh, I love little dog. I'd love to gerrymander a little dog. But for me, I'll give you $10. Oh! Okay. So many options. So many options. Who would I vote for in the next presidential election? Leading Trilla. I love $10. Could get a little treat with that. When you use your imagination, so true. Okay, 2 votes for Trilla. It's too bad. I don't even think he can do that. What are the requirements to be president? I don't think you could be naturalized. I think you have to be born here. But maybe they changed that. Do you have to be born in USA to be president? You should. I think it is. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Natural person. Yes, you have to be a natural person. RIP! Trilla cannot be president. This sucks. My $10! Son of a bitch. Jerry gets wins again today. So I win by default. So true. $10. $10. I think this is an episode of where Obama was born. He was born in Hawaii, I thought. Barack Hussein Obama. Where was Obama born? Yeah, Hawaii. That's America. It fucking shouldn't be. There's something to be said there, certainly. But for now, it's America. Just forever, but the earth and sky. Trilla, can I have my $10 before the coup? What do you say? What do you say? People didn't think he was American. Like, oh yeah, and okay, someone did an interview or whatever. Oh wait, never mind. I think you showed me this. That's okay. I'll tell the other people in chat. Someone did an interview or whatever, and it was like, why can't we trust Obama's parents to be truthful about where he was born? And it was just like, well, because they're biased, of course. And then so the next fucking question the interviewer asked this person was like, okay, so where was Trump born? And they're like, the US of A, brother. And then the fucking person's like, okay, but how do we know for certain that is? It was like, well, their parents are very trustworthy, not biased at all. So fucking funny. Like, a second activist president is giving Hawaii back and threatening it. Go ahead, throw Puerto Rico in there too. And anyone else we have on lock. We should probably just do them all. There's a few locations that unfortunately we still have under our control, to my knowledge. I know Puerto Rico is one of them. I don't know if there's any more. Like, I have a assassination prayers now. Don't fuck with me. So true. I would start regulating things. I love regulation. I would regulate trains. I would regulate planes. Cars would be getting regulated up the bitch. Goodbye, cars. And all those fucking annoying people on Twitter. Assassination. So true.
All those fucking annoying people on Twitter who are just like, well, I'm disabled and have kids. What do you mean I can't drive a car? You are still allowed to fucking drive a car. Shut the fuck up. Pressure Canada into joining the UK. Hey, they're annoying as shit up there. You can fucking keep them. We want our silly cousins back. Ugh. Help me, man. Half them. On the beach. Do do. Hey. Stop ticking at 11:11. Healthcare. I would do healthcare too. I love fantasizing about my first day as president. This is fun. What else would I do? Renewable energy. I would do that too. I love renewable energy. And then the climate would be fucking Russia's problem. Because I think they're like next in line for how many, like, for how badly it's fucked up. It's like the US is the worst, and then it's like Russia, China. If I sleep, I think that inauguration ends at 4 seconds. Aw, do you need a Biden-esque nappy? Tempted to yell, shut the fuck up out the window? I should not go to fireworks. I agree. My window's open, so I can't even say anything, but it's not dark enough for them yet. They'll be on in like half hour. The bridge trace my thoughts. Presidential protest for worthy. Oh no, Trilla, that is such a good one. Fuck it. All drugs. Let's get a little silly with it. This is our fantasy as president. All drug-related crimes. I don't give a fuck. Let them all out. Cocaine? Out. Or heroin? Out. Meth? You are free, my brother. Whatever you gotta do. Honestly, I don't know. But my last statement, I John Adams that shit. Make everything legal and pardon all crimes. So true. Unstate Texas. It's kind of what they want anyways. At that point, if you like, go it alone, brother. That's what they want. Florida can go too. Midnight Papers that shit up. So true. I start arresting people. I don't know who, just like everybody. I mean, I would forgive crimes for the people, and then I'd start arresting people in politics. I'd be like, I'm sick of you guys. You're going to jail. I don't care. I don't say you wrong. Right to repair laws. Love right to repair. But now we're getting a little niche. Labor unions are back on the menu. Unstate Massachusetts, name them. Hernia, give it to me. Why? I'm gonna enshrine abortion care in the US. Oh, dude, I love the amendments. So true. Okay, drinking down to 18. I don't care for drinking or anything, but it should be 18. Or I could get real fucking silly with it. Lower the drinking age to 18. And then up the military age to 25.
Whoever objects has to share 5 plans. They're gonna put forward actions to help children. So true. We should start doing what France does. Now, don't fucking freak out about France mention, but they do where did I see that? I think it was in some documentary I watched for class. But it was like they give everyone is it France or is it some France? Shh. It's okay, it's a good thing. It's like free daycare or some shit. They give every new mother. This is the fucking idea of the century. Every mother, you leave the hospital, they get clothes for the baby, formula for the baby, and like shoes and shit. Like other like wipes, fucking other baby supply, just like a big ass box of it. Fresh from the hospital, they ship that shit off with you. That's fucking awesome. More of that. Big Irish American place. Hibernia is an old poet from Ireland. Oh. You may have her. I trust you guys over there. To complicate. Nope, that was right. Right in front of you, yeah. I think Finland. Okay, maybe it was Finland. I don't really remember. No, yes, okay, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Maybe it was Finland, but I sort of got another country. Maybe France. I think does some crazy shit too, where it's like free laundry or some shit. I don't really remember. In the documentary I watched, I really don't recall. I don't remember what the documentary was called. I don't remember what was made. It was definitely old. Never enough. Finland's crazy for that one for sure. I have a Twitter mutual from Finland. I think they said something freaky about trans people, but that was the only bad thing I've ever heard about Finland. So she's okay. I trust her mostly. I think it was some country of those top 3. France is gonna be really racist soon. It kind of makes me sad. My condolences. Huge loss. I was kind of already under the impression that they were like racist there, but perhaps that's just my French racism speaking. Then I feel it. See that look in your eyes. Listen. Your vision. Stuff in your eyes. Or does it have to be down here? Don't really remember. Oh. Alright, bye. This is acceptable. Also, really funny that anti-abortion people call themselves for life. Like, at least be honest, call yourself. I don't care about anyone else. No. They're in my book. Because I'm fucking mentally ill. As soon as I finish a book, that's all I talk about for months. I read a Bell Hooks book. What was it called? I don't fucking remember. I remember the subtitle, but I don't remember the actual title. Anyway, I read a Bell Hooks book, and I still fucking think about it. I still bring it up. I'm like, hey guys, remember when I read that fucking Bell Hooks book? Me too. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk. Like, I took a class, Human Growth and Development, this summer. My classes are over, by the way. Fuck school. Do not go there. No, I'm just kidding. If you go to school, that's fine. But I fucking hate it. Ew, where are you going? But the, like, one of my, what the hell? One of my assignments, I did nothing but yap about that damn book. And now it's gonna be, Kingdom Coming. Which is funny because a lot of it was, like, old-ass information. I would like to find a more updated version of the book because of how, like, reminiscent it is of the modern times. Like, The book talks about like how the Christian nationalists, one of their biggest goals is to get rid of Roe v. Wade. And it's talking about how like if they get rid of Roe v. Wade, if they get rid of Roe v. Wade, I'm like, well, I have terrible fucking news. I'm like trying to break it to the book lightly. Like, well, oh. And there's another in my political science class, because I love to learn and talk about the things that I've learned, but I'm annoyed at myself that I do that. But anyway. The Griswold versus Connecticut is like the Constitution doesn't have privacy. You're like this. I have a question about it. Sure, babe. What's up? But the Constitution doesn't have privacy like in it, like the word, right? But Griswold versus Connecticut implies it. Like it set privacy as a precedent, and if they get rid of that, they can fucking make anything like Why the fuck is Washington State on the other side of America to Washington City? Well, no fucking idea. Couldn't tell you, man. And Washington, D.C., or the District of Columbia, isn't even a fucking state. It's not a state, and I don't think they get representation in Congress or anything. It's our fucking capital. We're so weird, man. I don't get it. It's just so... Whatever. Technically, New York was supposed to be our capital, because that's, like, where all the cool shit happened. But I think Jefferson fucked it up. He was like, I want slaves. Let's move the capital. I don't actually remember what he said. It was some stupid shit. Slide with your boy to the car. I'm sure they'd really appreciate it there. Go ahead. I would say gerrymander the District of Columbia, but you can't. Because there's no need. Because they don't fucking vote. Like, just, if you don't want people to live there or have voting rights, don't build housing? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. The other day I read some tweet that was just like, give New York City statehood. I was like, what the fuck? You can do that shit? Didn't think about that. Isn't that where Gorgeous George crossed Potomac? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what you're saying. Side with your boy to the bar. Side with your boy to the car. I love not getting anything done. Chunky. Them girls with the big old hoops. Whoa, where are we going? Come back. Get down. Wanna get crude. At you, baby. Mermaids having knees pisses me off. I don't know why. Like, I get it, but I just... Wait, what did our attack look like? Hold on. We have to make it even. Look at them girls with the big old hoops. Quick goals for stars usually. So true, cat. Google that shit. You're so smart. Oh, it's a half body. Okay, we can do literally whatever. With them girls with the big old hoops. And Daisy Dukes. Get down. I'm trying to recruit. And you, baby. No. Thank you.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm fucking changing it. I've had enough. Shortcuts. Never mind. It's not shortcuts. I think it's modifier keys. No, it's not. I lied. It's shortcut keys. Tools options. Brush size. Smaller than current. Edit shortcut. No. Okay. Oh, thank God. Didn't know until I watched Lincoln that the Republicans. Yeah. A lot of people like to bring that shit up, which I think is really funny. Because the Republicans are just like, oh yeah, well, we freed the slaves. It's like, well, sure, but you also switched sides when racism was on the line. It was like, come on, brother. Everyone, okay, maybe not everyone, but you should. Like, I don't know. I learned that shit in school. You know what I mean? Like, if it's some shit that you learn in school, it's like kind of a decently sized situation. Cause like they fucking don't talk about shit in classes all the time. But if the party switch made it, like surely. But no, they bring that shit up all the time, and it's like, it's deeply frustrating. Probably one of my biggest pet peeves. In our defense, we don't get taught our own history. Trilla, you are safe from my criticism. I understand you not knowing some dumbass shit like that, because, like, what a weird thing to happen. Like, the party swapping like that. But Americans? Nah, brother. You are not free from being called a fucking idiot. And even if that was the case, who gives a fuck what happened back then, man? Who gives a shit what political party did what back in the day? In the end, it doesn't even matter. What you're doing right now is fucked up. Knock that shit off. It doesn't. Just because the Republicans weren't racist then does not mean you're not being racist now. You are being racist now. Shut the fuck up. Blows you up blind. Fuck. Whoops. No. My color. What was this one? It was. Sweet. Okay. Got my color back. Oh no, it's not the color. Oh wait. It is. Just kidding. A fat man in a flat cap taught me ice history over a few points when I was like 17. Best day ever. That rocks. What the hell? Every time I get the urge to respond to some stupid fucker, I think about having to keep responding to whatever dumb argument. Just block him instead. And you are all the better for it. Arguing with people on the internet sounds like a fun, silly time. And then you start doing it, it's not very fun anymore. Grace a little bit back. I don't remember what she was arguing about. I think it was Legend of Korra stuff. That went well for her. For sure. She loved arguing about Legend of Korra with the most brain-broken motherfucker I've ever had the displeasure of reading about, like, reading tweets from. Their arguments were so dog shit. And it was, like, media. And I think they started it. Hate that guy. So true. Hate that guy.
The worst part is when some other motherfucker started it. Arguing on the internet. Trilla, you are so strong. I don't typically argue. I got better shit going on. Like minding my business. Or jerking off. Dude! Yes! That is way better! I should pull I pull up statistics inside my points just so yeah. Imagine putting forth all that effort. I'm unfortunately a debate head. I fucking love arguing. I love arguing for sport. I don't think I'm going to change anybody's opinions by what I'm saying. I like arguing as a sport. That's why I like watching the presidential debates. I like watching people debate each other on the internet, like YouTube videos and shit. I love debate as an activity, not for a reason. For a purpose to convince the other side that you're right and they're wrong. It's never gonna fucking work. No one ever arrives to a debate in good faith. But I love seeing it. I love watching and having opinions and being like, they are right, the other person is wrong. And but I also am aware, like, okay, the Majority Report, they have like a calling segment. It's fucking awesome. They get libertarian dickholes crawling out of the woodworks to argue with Sam Cedar, one of the greats. So they call, and Sam Cedar will just like beat the shit out of them verbally. It's fucking these people call to humiliate themselves in front of a like sometimes live audience. I don't watch it live, but some people do. LBC's our version of that. Never heard of it, but I bet it's fucking awesome. It's kind of funny how much I keep my head out of other people's business and seeing other people get mad over using them pronouns are getting married. Like this, I know, it's like I'm busy, man. I got other shit to do. Unless I'm watching it for entertainment, which I do. That's why like the Jubilee videos get me so bad. Especially when not everybody knows the talking points. It always sucks when Jubilee brings in like the right-wing people and they're always like pundits and like people who have been doing this professionally for a while. That always sucks when they do that. But when I don't know. I love the sport. It's great. Like I got books to read. So true. I got other stuff going on. And I love having other stuff going on. I will invent other shit to do. That isn't argue ceaselessly with you. There's just no point in it. Da 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 da. Da. Dick sucked. To the dirt like a kickstand. Yeah. Kind of Fireworks are back at it again, dude.
My favorite part about this year, art fight, is I'm gonna paint it. I'm not gonna do that mentally ill line art shit this year. We're painting. I fucking rediscovered that I don't have to do line art. I always bitch and moan and complain about people who are just like, oh, fucking color the sketch, color the sketch. Do not do that. However, if you don't want to do line art at all, you don't have to. It's a complex life I lead, with many complex opinions. One of my favorite places. Now, I know we were talking for a minute there, but I just remembered that people love to argue on Pinterest.com, which I think is the funniest fucking place to argue ever of all time. I'm not normally the type to like. I do draft Pinterest comments, because some people are really fucking stupid in there. I do draft responses. I don't press send, but I do draft them. The only time I've ever responded to someone is I was trying to get the fucking situation straight. Because there's this one fucking set of bully fan art where none of the characters look right. All of the characters are like Riverdale, if that makes sense. Like, bully if it were Riverdale, but like an art style. Just super shitty. And I was like, is this fucking AI? I couldn't figure it out. Because the art style was not something I was familiar with being AI art. And so I fucking left a comment. I was like, oh my god, who drew this? Blah, blah, blah. And, the person who posted it responded like an hour or so later. And they were like, oh, I used the fucking Microsoft AI. And I copy pasted, so they didn't even write the prompt, which is like almost more insulting. They're like, I copy pasted the description of, I think it was Ricky who I commented on. I copy pasted the description off the wiki into the Microsoft AI, and this is what it spit out. I was like, ugh. I know we're cooked. It's so bad. And then like, there's like people who are like, I don't know, like the folks are being like less anti AI or whatever than they should be. Like, let's fucking focus. But they're like, now we can role play our favorite characters. We can do self-insert chips and shit. And it's like, please just write. You do not need to role play. Just use your brain by yourself. If no one wants to role play with you, write it down. It's the same shit. You are doing the same shit. You are fucking writing. I think not many people realize that role playing is literally just fucking writing. Don't fucking use AI. I'm sick of that shit. I don't have any sympathy toward any motherfucker who's fallen for it. It's super fucked for the environment. Suck my nuts. You're gonna use the... Exactly. I'm fucking sick and tired of this AI shit. It's everywhere. I just want to search on Instagram normally. Oh, I don't need Meta AI to answer my questions, because I don't have questions. I am searching up artists and shit. Real ones. Please. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Me neither, but usually. Yeah. Or like, even not to be like, find artists to take advantage of, but honestly, man, if we are good enough friends and you want me to fucking draw something for you, there is a good shot, if I have the time, I will draw it for you for free. That doesn't mean it'll be like a fucking fully rendered, like Mona Lisa level drawing or anything. I'm not gonna spend 15 hours on something for you for free, because that's like a bit much, especially if I don't have any passion for it. But, like, most people are nice, and they will do things for you if you are cool to them. And even if they don't, maybe they might teach you, or just Google a fucking YouTube video. I don't know.
Really just... If I had a reference image at a job, but that's not more... I think it's so true. Dude, you're so right. I forgot I could buy things. I've always been like of the opinion that if I can draw it myself, I will. But sometimes I don't fucking feel like it. So it's like I forgot I could just buy things from other people. You were really cooking there. But that's what's nice also about Art Fight. It's like it's an art giving game. So if you give, you will likely receive in return. And ideally it's like don't fucking do it for the sole purpose of receiving. It's also fun to draw for other people, but oh fuck, what's his name? Milo. Okay, that's a mermaid ass name if you don't mind my saying. Milo Pearl. I have to kill myself. That's really good. Okay. Ollie 2020. Ollie Art Fight 2024. 4. Okay, sorry. I wanted to get at least like a decent sketch down. I think that's pretty good. I feel like we could comfortably start painting that soon. Okay. So productive today. We finished so many things like Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore and also this sketch and also figuring out which game we're going to play. We killed that shit. We can go up. Just up and night. Baby, wait on us. Looking at the pay. Strong enough. Baby, yeah, we can go up. Baby, yeah, we can go up. Yeah. Is it old week or new week? I feel like it's been fucking forever. Kill Bill is on. I won't be rating him. He's got like actual followers. Rav's in chat. Hi, Rav. Hi. He's also only been streaming for 8 minutes, so if I got in there early, maybe I'd rate him up. In the zone. Okay, the sun's strong enough. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I tried to find someone. They are not. There's no one on. Old, that is. I guess I could find someone new. We could find someone who's doing art fight. Aw, just like us. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Even though it's old week. Hard enough. Mm. Iris. Galactus on. Oh, they are. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck up. Okay, it has been a while since we read them, so, okay. We can do that. Oops. Okay. Shh. A little quieter wouldn't hurt anybody. Okay, so we'll go read them. What team are they on? It doesn't say. I don't know that I follow them. Shame. I'll see everybody on tomorrow. Do not fucking miss it, ladies and gentlemen. It is the family friendly stream. It will be so fucking silly, dude. I have a punishment wheel. I have a hat. I have games that will make me irrevocably angry. It'll be great. So be there, please. I will see you right tomorrow with that. Godspeed out there. I love you.